Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails to Azure Part 73. In the previous video, we got free reign to do whatever the hell we want, basically. We can go wherever, whenever we want before we go to the Azure Tree, which will not be this video. This video we're going to try and talk to every remaining NPC that we can find, and then we'll head to Azure Tree in the next video, probably, unless we somehow finish this up very quickly, which I don't see happening. Let's go to Armorica. We'll finish the outline regions of Crossbell first, and then we'll head to the city proper. What's up? I'm looking for a way to remove the pleroma grass in the lotus fields. Problem is, the moment you weed it out, it grows right back. Given those flowers are known to cause cryptids to appear, removing them should be a top priority. Fire, baby, fire! I'm gonna keep an eye on the fields for now and try and think of another solution to get rid of it. Oh, there's something I want you all to know. It's time. I'm ready to set a date to tie the knot with Pearl. Given everything that's happened, I didn't technically bring it up with her earlier, but I will later. I've already started the prep. Oh, congratulations to you both. Why do I care again? I'm sorry, Scott, you've always been cool. It's Winslow I don't like. Thanks. I think this latest round of drama reminded me how much I love her. She's the one I'm always fighting for. Once the date is set, I'm gonna send you all invitations. I hope you can make it. You know, we all are probably gonna go off and do bigger and better things right after this, but maybe. I've kept Pearl waiting for long enough. I'm finally ready to set a date and get married. Me being a bracer isn't just about protecting Crossbell. I've always been fighting to protect her too. That was one thing that was kind of neat about Ellie's Bond event, is that it does mention like all the potential things that the characters will probably do when this game's over. You know, it mentions Lloyd's gonna stay in the police department. She's gonna enter in the political arena so she can like focus on crisis management. Teal will probably go back to work at the Foundation. Randy's probably gonna help with the CGF rebuild when they get back, like once the defense force is like disbanded. But yeah, I don't really know how it's gonna work out, because I still don't see any reason why Crossbell shouldn't be independent just because we got rid of Dieter Kois. Like that does seem a little, I mean, especially considering, you know, the threats are still kind of fucked. Like, Ereboni and Calvert are not really in a position to evade, even without, like, Kia's defenses, right? I don't want to be left frozen in fear, though. Derek and Tulsa are working for the village, and I want to support them. So, at the end of the day, we might get a pretty good ending, in the sense that I see no reason why Crossbell can't essentially just stay independent. We just pick a new president who will probably just be our Mayor McDowell, because there's no like trustworthy politicians in Crossbell, but can't imagine things taking a turn like this. Crossbell has recklessly pursued innovation as a trade city and stirred up the entire continent with its plea for independence. It's possible this is all retribution for the wanton growth with little to no regard for tradition. How about you fucking... Is this really even a bad outcome? Can we not accept it for what it is? This could be Adios' will. She may be testing us to see if we can overcome it. Maybe so. I still think it's these kids these days and their dang horrible telephones on the Orbital net, and perhaps I should change my way of thinking. Yeah, you probably should. We let him continue that line of thought, and you know eventually it's going to be, Crossbell just started going downhill as soon as we let women vote. You know what's going to happen. If you let him talk long enough, he's going to say it. You know he's going to say it. So we should run away now before he does. Anji, am I seeing things? There's that gigantic tree over in yonder wetlands. What in tarnation has happened? How am I supposed to farm like this? Pull yourself together, Donald. You gotta be the man of the house and keep it together for Camille and Pulley's sake. Donald's got a bit of a yellow streak. I have to encourage him from time to time. We've got to work as hard as we can to get through this. She's right, ain't she? How are the villagers supposed to get food if I don't farm? So you should have kept the roaming packs of dogs. There's a food supply. A massive tree comes out of nowhere, but Camille, I mean, there's all these monsters too. You can probably eat some of them. I mean, we literally do eat some of them. They drop marbled steaks. You know, that's an infinite food source right there, just outside the city. A massive tree comes out of nowhere, but Camille and Pulley are as relaxed as ever. Well, that's one of the reasons I like them, and they're my best friends. I'll be the one to worry and reel those two in when I have to. Mr. Hayworth went back into the city and took Colleen with him, but he promised to come back and play with me again someday. Okay, so they're about not in Armorica anymore? I don't think you can climb the tree. I'm sorry, I don't have any faith in your ability. I was afraid Jake would buckle under the pressure when that tree appeared, but thanks to Harold, he looks more motivated than ever before. Jake's finally managed to find his mercantile spirit deep down. As long as he has it, I think he'll be just fine. When Mr. Hayworth's leaving, he gave me some advice. A trader has to do all they can to help people in times like these. He was so right. I can help people in the village more than ever by running my Gramps store. Dude, I can't talk. I don't know why. It's only been like 2 days that I wasn't able to record, so it's not like it's been like a week or nothing. That tree put my jaw right on the floor, that's for sure. It's like we're living in a twisted fantasy. I feel like I need to keep my place open so people have somewhere to relax. Speaking of which, I was wondering about that. Like, if we saw Still and Joshua, I was wondering if maybe Kevin and Riaz were around here somewhere. I think I'll bring them some coffee later. Ho 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 ho! Between the occasional cryptid and the highway and the tree appearing, traveling the highways is still a little dicey. It's like I'm doing this weird thing where I just skip words. Like my brain. It's like, fucking, you don't need those middle sentences. I didn't stop Harold from leaving though. He promised to bring me back a book if I'd like next time he comes. Isn't it like him to be so thoughtful? I can't wait for him to come back. I never used to pay much mind to Keith's advances. He surprised me though. I can't believe I'm saying it, but he's being pretty manly. I think I owe him an apology for doubting him. I mean, maybe you should, you know, decide whether you like him or not based on other things besides whether he is being quote-unquote manly, whatever the hell that means. Harold and his family returned to the city. I was just getting to know Sophia, but it was sad to see them go. But I understand why they had to. Wait, is that Riaz? So this is where you two have been. The SSS. What's up, Wazzy? Lloyd, how's it going? We're scouting to see how things are going around the state. You guys shoot down that one flying Aeon? I'm glad you're alright. Well done. Thanks, we didn't exactly come out of it unscathed, though. Had to go out now, so I'm pretty drained. I heard Abbas mention something about that. The power you have comes at a cost, correct? I'm guessing you channeled your Stigma's power into the Merkaba and released it all at once, didn't you? Seriously, how reckless can you get, Kevin? The last thing the Grail Knights need is for the 5th spot to be vacant again. It was that dangerous? It was. The Stigma is a source of a volatile power, which is difficult for the human body to contain. There's a limit to how much of it can be released so quickly. The minion would never be so foolish or reckless to push that limit. Not a responsible one, anyway. Jeez, Riaz, I said I was sorry. Give me a break already, will ya? She's really got your number. The Grail Knights' dominions are nothing like what I've heard about them. In other news, how about our last second twist down in the wetlands, eh? The Azure Tree, a miracle born from mankind's obstinance. It's unthinkable that anything but Adios could manifest something like that. And at its core is Kia. It's true. We've yet to come to terms with it either. We plan to close this case one way. Our way. This is personal for us. Not just as the SSS, but it's Kia's family. Figures much. This thing was only going to end one way after what you said last time we were face to face. Hate to tell you though, but our Merkab is out of commission. If we get it back in the air in time, we'll come lend a hand. And even if we don't, I know Adios will be protecting you all. Please be careful. Got it, Riaz. The only protection I need is Burning Rage 3. We should get going. And also maybe an occasional Zero Field. Only just because, you know, the game's kind of designed around invulnerability mechanics, at least some of the boss fights are. You can't fully ignore them. You can only slightly ignore them. Well, I mean, maybe there's like some situations, like maybe if you got like a character like Randy and then just gave him like a ton of defense and kept him like defensively buffed at all time, he could live through some of the crazy super ults, but then you would like never be able to do damage. They say the president got arrested in the city. A bracer came to the village now that the travel restrictions have been lifted. Given everything that's happening in Crossbell, we need to help one another more than ever to get through this. Granted, someone like maybe like Aryan Road, you could probably beat her just by like honestly never letting her act. Like you could just use burst orbs. Because I mean, I guess you can grind those infinitely since those cryptids respawn. I mean, I only ever fought the one turtle guy, not knowing. I thought he was because I thought it was one of the quest monsters. But whenever we ran into them again, it still said they dropped burst orbs. So, just one on Goddess's green earth is that tree off there in the distance. No matter which way you slice it, that ain't normal. I want us to be able to take peaceful drives again. I wonder, is anyone at the ancient battleground? Like, Sal and them have left, right? I mean, I'll check just out of, like, curiosity. See if there's anything going on with the old Sun Fort. I'm kind of surprised they never reused the Sun Fort dungeon, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm thankful because I hated it, but... Can we go in? Nope. But yeah, we already came back here, right? Like, last video, one of our monster requests was around here. And we'll go check the secret entrance. Just for the sake, just out of curiosity's sake. I see no reason why they would still be here, but... may as well. We could also get some fishing done. I'm still a little annoyed that we failed the whole fishing side quest stuff. Because I was really under the impression that we had like at least like another day or two. Because, you know, I saw that they were like, oh, they were bringing in the master fisherman guy, but I assumed that was maybe like a... Like, I thought that was maybe a story beat, like, you couldn't actually finish the fishing quest stuff until he showed up. Like, maybe you weren't going to be able to beat the Lakewood guy until he showed up to help out or something, was kind of the way I thought that was going to go down. Not that, like, the day he shows up is the last day you have before the quest expires, because he just beats everyone off screen. The road was supposed to be safe. What were we thinking? I didn't sign up to run a marathon down the entire highway. Honey, I thought I was gonna die. What the hell's going on? Oh, it's you guys. Oh, I ran into a cryptid on the way. I thought we were gonna die. At least you made it here. Now we just need to get back to the Republic. We will be able to go back, right? Hopefully not. Hopefully you'll get sent in prison. Actually, yeah. I mean, like, I feel like you guys should be punished, like, forever. Like, can you take Garcia's spot in prison? I mean, I know Garcia's crimes are worse, but I hate you guys. Even though the barrier's gone, we didn't have a car to get through here, you know? That girl offered to ride us here, and then a cryptid showed up out of nowhere. I should have known hitchhiking would have been easier. What are you going to hitchhike on? Who's driving? I met this group near the city's east exit. Since they said they were headed to Tangram Gate, I decided to bring them along as my new bodyguards. Turns out they were totally useless. We still had a lot of fun on our way here, though. Maybe I should go visit our Morika next. Republican armies on standby. Now that we don't have that barrier of the Aeons, you gotta tread with caution. Only the defense force can defend Crossbell now. We have to be as vigilant as we possibly can. It's you guys! Wait, I just remembered. We're not supposed to arrest you now. I guess the defense force didn't amount to much in the end. Yeah, wow, it's a running theme, isn't it? When it was established, I felt like the CGF had finally found its pride, or at least that's how I saw it. Now that it's practically over, I feel like I'm waking from a long, strange dream. And I want to go home. Even if the barrier went away, we still couldn't return to the Republic. I was going to get my child to safety. Something crazy out in the wetlands. Just as thick as that giant tree. I haven't been able to sit still since it appeared. Calvardians who didn't get out of Crossbell before the barrier went up have been gathering here. Given our current relationship with the Republic, we had no choice but to stay here and keep an eye on them. I empathize with their desire to go home, so I feel kind of bad for them. No, that won't do. I'm in a position where I need my nutrients, even if I have to force myself to eat. The Empire of the Republic can invade us at a moment's notice. I have to be ready. Alexi, why are you so sluggish in combat? I ate too much frickin' hot pot, man. I ate so much hot pot I can't aim my rifle straight. Being hungry just compounds your anxiety and irritation, you know? I'm sure you'll feel better after you eat. This just in, Crossbell's stunning obesity problem continues to rise. Ah, just eat your worries away, man. Ah, no, enough. Why in the world is this happening? Whose fault is this? I heard a rumor that Ilias regained consciousness. Crossbell's gonna have some tough times ahead. I think as long as you have Ilias our guiding light, everything will be okay. Oh, you're just gonna disrespect Lloyd and crew, just like that, to our face. I'm a little mad. We're your guiding light, you little... Too bad I can't use my tonfas. Can I use my tonfas out here? No. You know, just pretend we started whacking the air like we were beating that guy up. With the future being as uncertain as it is, Deputy Commander Douglas has gone to the city to figure out what our plan should be going forward. Between that big blue tree and a potential invasion from Erebony or Calvard, we got a lot of problems on our hands. We're just soldiers, so all we can do is wait for our orders. I want to do everything I can and never give up hope. I mean, I guess when we visit these places, we should bring Noelle with us now that I think about it. Maybe we'll put Noelle in the party before we go to Belgard, if Ballas is even there. Because really, I don't know if we need Dudley in the party. I can't think of any places that would have scenes for him. Oh wait, is Dudley? No, Reach is in the party right now. I was thinking Dudley was still in the party from when we reloaded in the previous video. But yeah, we could knock a... Well, we'll still want to have Riksha, I think, for when we go back to Arkansas. And when we, maybe like Long Lao. I think she already talked to Shan, right, though? So there may not be anything like, you know, special dialogue there. Friggin' get out of my party, Ellie. Yeah, take me to the old Belgard gate. My knees gave out when that tree appeared out of the wetlands. I wish there was something I could do to help, but I'm a simple private. For now, I'll continue to uphold my duties as a Defense Force soldier. Which is... what exactly? I don't know, support a ruthless authoritarian dictatorship? Huh, yeah, I guess that'll work. Hey Randy, it's been a while since you've been around here. Yo, how's it hanging here at Belgard? Well, to be honest, things are pretty messy around here. The commander has us on the lookout for a potential invasion by the Imperial Army. However, Erebony is caught up in a civil war right now, so I doubt we have anything to worry about. That's true, not to make light of war, but it is a blessing in disguise. Sounds like things are stressful here, so try and hang in there. Leave it to us. We'll show you guys what the Defense Force is all about. Which is... Secretary of Defense going missing, and now the arrest of the President. Makes me wonder how much longer there's even going to be a Crossbell Defense Force. Oh, you're going to be switching out uniforms back soon. I've been mulling it over for hours on end, and I still haven't cleared up my doubts. I really shouldn't have thrown away my old uniform, man. Can we go down here? We can. I mean, is there anything... I mean, probably the only reason you can come back here is because there is a recipe. Would be my guess. Okay, let's just make sure there's nothing here. We have read you already? We have not read you? I could have sworn we read the recipe book down here. And we're still not, like, close to 100%. We're missing, what, 3, 4, 5 recipes? Yeah? Oh, Guerrilla Fortune's this way. We should turn back. Oh, let's get the next game started. Screw the ending of this game. Let's go to Erebonia. I don't really know how we're gonna handle, like, how long of a break there's gonna be before we start Cold Steel. I don't want to do super long. It probably won't be, like, immediately after this Let's Play ends. We won't start Cold Steel. But it will be, like, relatively short. Like, probably... I'm trying to think. I think part 53 goes up today, so there's like a 20 video backlog. So by the time I finish recording this, I'll probably have about a 2-week backlog of videos. So then that'll give me like 2 weeks of not having to really record anything for this slot. And then I'll maybe try and play something short in the meantime. I don't really know. I don't have like a game in mind. I've been kind of doing like playing Yeast games, like to break up our Trails journeys. But wait, did we go to Ballas? Was she not there? I can't remember if I just completely ignored going up to the second level or if... Was she not there? Yeah, because we didn't come in here, did we? Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. All I know is that I want to protect what's important to me. I need to eat and build up my strength. But before I get too off topic, what was I saying? Oh yeah, probably take a small break in between that, and then I do want to kind of, you know, get back on the Trails train after having to take such a long break between Zero and this game. Everyone is uneasy right now, but I'm sure it'll be fine in the end. After all, Clested will protect me no matter what. I'm gonna do what I can to raise the guardman's spirits. Do you sell anything useful? No? Okay. When you rest, take some time to relax your mind as well. I'm pretty worried too. When will peace return to us? Never. As soon as Lloyd leaves the frickin' country, everything was hunky-dory, then Lloyd came on that gosh dang train. The commander sided with the defense force and the second lieutenant started the resistance. Each chose their path after careful consideration. I can't shake the feeling that most of the guardsmen just went with the flow and enjoyed the CDF because it was easier that way. I feel so pathetic. Also, that's another thing like Noelle mentions in her Bond event, is that, you know, she kind of just, like, the main reason she joined the CDF was, like, just out of a sense of kind of going with the flow, so to speak. That, like, she knew it was wrong, but she still kind of did it anyway, just out of a sense of inertia, which I kind of like, you know, I respect that, kind of. I'm still, you know, I definitely was, like, kind of annoyed with it at first. But I do think they've put some work into trying to explain Noelle's, decision to stay as a member of the CDF. The Imperial Nobles have deployed an aerial warship for use in the Civil War. If something like that were paired with the Imperial Army's armored divisions, then the Empire would be unstoppable. We can't be the only one wishing we still have those Aeons to protect us. That is pretty cool looking, though. The big crater. What's up, girlie? Commander Ballas, I was wondering where you were. I wasn't expecting to see you here either. Quite the view, ain't it? We saw it happen too, that white Aeon obliterating the railway guns in the blink of an eye. She didn't do it herself, but it would still happen because of Kia's power. We received interesting intel from the Empire. Unfortunately, we have no way of verifying it. There are soldiers missing, but the Imperial Army has yet to confirm a single casualty as the result of the Aeon's attack. You know, I've been kind of wondering about that. Like, how we're gonna deal with the fact that Kia, like, murdered hundreds of people. I don't know if I'll fully buy this magically no one was hurt nonsense. I mean, it kind of makes sense for the Aeon thing, because, like, that was, like, a space-time attack. But what about all the other tanks that just got, like, exploded normally by the other Aeons? Like, those people are mega dead. There's no way you're gonna be like, and they all magically survived. Are you saying they could still be alive? Given what happened at the fortress, it would have to be a miracle. Again, that's not confirmed, nor do we understand what scientifically happened during the attack. The matter that was affected by the White Aeon's ability to manipulate space may not have been destroyed, so to speak. If that were to be the case, then Kia may have influenced the miracle subconsciously. I'm sure Erebonia is suffering due to the war. It would be a relief if there was some way for the soldiers to be returned. By the way, I heard the good news. Your operation in Crossbell City was quite the success. It went better than I ever would have expected. We wouldn't have succeeded without your help, Commander Vought. We would have just had more trash mobs to fight. You were the one that opened a path for us to pursue the Declaration of Invalidity. Please, I didn't do anything of note. Everything you have achieved is of your own doing. I have merely operated the Crossbell Defense Force within the orders I was given by the President. Now that the state's independence has been called into question, I may not be fit to be its commander any longer. You can't be serious. Surely that's a bit overboard, don't you think? You needn't worry. I know what I must do here and now. It's the long term that I'm still unsure about. However, for now I have a duty as the commander of the CDF to see the crisis resolved. Okay, he's meeting with Speaker McDowell. As commanding officer, I must make sure preparations for potential conflict with the Empire and Republic. I'm not sure what I'll do when this is all over. Regardless of the time being, I must carry out my role as commander to the best of my ability. Oh, there's someone over there near the my favorite chest. How do we get over there again? Oh wait, you're the... Wait, I thought this was the... Your too dang dummy that's the other gate, I think. Yeah, that has the dummy thick chest. We came to Belgard Gate to return to the Empire. I never imagined that Guerrilla Fortress would be reduced to nothing. How are we supposed to get home? I mean, it's not nothing. There's still, like, a fence there. You know? But yeah, that is a little weird that they're like, none of them got hurt. Okay, that makes sense. What about everyone else who frickin' exploded? Like, I don't buy that, like, if they all magically also lived. The space-time, the ones who got destroyed in, like, the Aeon attack, the White Aeon attack, that would kind of make sense. Because, you know, they were hit with, like, a space-time distortion thing. I could see it maybe, like, just, instead of actually destroying the civilians, maybe they're, like, teleported away or something. I could see that. I could buy that. Everyone who got blown up with, like, missiles and the Aeons just stepping on the tanks, I feel like they're mega dead. We came here with the police chief Jolich after the CDF withdrew because the staff here was short-handed. You can leave guarding the academy to us. Guarding it from what? The defense force finally handed jurisdiction of the prison back to us. Things were touch and go for a while there. I didn't know what would happen next. I imagine the defense force has their hands full dealing with a potential invasion from the Empire or the Republic. Matter security was only hired here because I was in custody. Dieter seemed especially wary of the possibility of the SSS reuniting. Well, I mean, he did only lock up one of us. Well, I think it's implied that Randy was also locked up, right? Everyone else kind of just got to go free. Wazzy, how did you escape again? What's the... I don't even really remember them offering... Because you meet up with Wazzy... Oh, yeah, because he wasn't actually with us at the time. Yeah. I'd forgotten about that. Because he ditched us, and that's why we had to use Ellie to fight Arios and them. Because he was off with his cool old friends. Talking about, like, God and shit. Come on, Wazzy. Man... Nothing out of the ordinary has been spotted in the vicinity of the academy. We'll continue to remain on guard. Is that you, Special Support Section? Thank Adios, you're all safe. Same to you, Juan. It's good to see you're holding up all right. The Metropolitan Division has taken post here now. Wasn't this place occupied by the Defense Force not long ago? That's right. They withdrew after the President was arrested. I think their concern was quelling all the disturbances around the state that were happening as a result. Once they cleared out, reinforcements from the police HQ arrived and we were able to squash any lingering disturbances here. Good to hear. And Juan, if you don't mind me asking, what happened to old Garcia? Oh, that's right, he helped Lloyd escape, didn't he? They shot him like 85 times, dude. Man's dead. Yeah, I really owe him for helping me out back there. Wait, what am I saying? I'm supposed to be a member of the police, and I busted out of prison with the help of a mafia convict. It was like an illegal prison sentence. It didn't count. On the contrary, your detainment was immediately deemed unlawful the moment the president was arrested. You shouldn't worry about it at all, especially when there are much more pressing matters at hand. As far as Garcia go, he put up a fight against the defense force and was eventually restrained. Right now he's back in his old cell and is currently receiving treatment. Treatment? Fighting the defense force by himself is a recipe for disaster. Hopefully the exhaustion is the extent of his condition. He's gonna be bedridden for a while, but if you'd like to visit him, I could arrange that. What do you say, Lloyd, should we? Yeah. I should thank Garcia for what he did for me back then. Yeah, I'd appreciate that one. Sure thing, I'll have Melvin guide you there. You're allowed 10 minutes per visit. Since the inmate is currently injured, you've been given special permission to greet them in their cell. Keep in mind that making direct contact with the other party or exchanging objects of any kind is strictly forbidden. Okay then. Rossi, you have visitors. Come on in and make yourselves at home. He's just beating the shit out of Melvin. I'm getting out of here again. Guys, you could walk faster. Hey, Garcia. So we meet again, kid. Good to see you managed to round up your pals. Oh there, old man. You sure you should be sitting up right now? I heard you had a pretty nasty run-in with the defense force. I'm fine. Nothing like a bare-knuckle brawl against rifles and stun halberds to get the blood pumping. You know, it's goddamn embarrassing that I even had trouble sitting up. Considering what you went through, you're making it look easy. After seeing what the killing bear could do firsthand, I'm not surprised. It does not look like he can move much more than this, however. I still owe you my thanks, Garcia. Had you not helped me escape back then, I'm not sure I would have ever found my friends or made it this far. Lloyd, you come all the way here just to tell me that? I told you, our little partnership was over the second we got past the front gate of the prison. And my eyes are still the punk bastard who took down Revanche, and that ain't ever gonna change, got it? And if you say so, it doesn't mean I can't show gratitude. Thank you, Garcia. It's because of you that we're all together like this again. I promise you that I'll reach the truth, resolve this incident, and protect Crossbell. Making me sick to my stomach bringing back worthless memories like this. I can still picture those unwavering eyes of his, the way he wouldn't give up no matter what anyone said to him or how hard his ass got beat. You really are Guy's younger brother, huh? Damn, old man. I'll take that as a compliment. Can't believe you got me to say that nonsense. Don't you have somewhere else to be right now? You ain't got time to hang out here if you're gonna keep that promise. So beat it. Yeah, I know. Let's go, everyone. Damn, old Bear is holding it together a lot better than I thought he'd be. You're right, I'm sure he'll make a full recovery and be back on his feet soon. Never would have expected him, of all people, to give us a pep talk like that. A lot has happened this year. I think Garcia's changed a little bit too. Nah. What? Why are y'all looking at me like that? Well, you said that. Do you seriously think it has nothing to do with you? Well, it does have that kind of effect on people. Huh? Come on, man. Being a baby-faced lady killer is one thing. Do you seriously become a bear tamer while you're behind bars too? Did you seriously become? That's the Lloyd we know and love. Can I turn in dishes? Do I ever get anything for this? I mean, I guess you probably have to give in all of them, but... I mean, you can at least give me, like, a pseudo-reward. For, like, doing, like, 80% of them, probably? Classes and training have been canceled for a while. At the rate things are going, I'm starting to wonder if I'm ever going to graduate. There's quite a bit of unrest among the cadets, Chief. There's also civilians that came here for traffic lessons that have had to take refuge after the barrier went up. They're restless knowing it's finally gone. That's understandable. We should do something about that right away. I think we'll need a calm voice of reason in their ears right now. A few of the ladies and I will have a word with them. I want the rest of you to keep up your patrols of the area. Well, but in Sergei's kids. If you haven't heard, I've been placed in charge of security here at the academy and the surrounding area. It's been a long time since I was last an on-site commander. No matter, I'll do the best for my sake of the cadets. Or for the sake of the cadets. So are we done with the outer areas of Crossbell now? I think we are. There's no record of anything like these. Okay, we did talk to you. I couldn't remember if we actually talked to Abbas or not. I mean, there's the tower. I don't really see any reason to go. Well, we can go to Michelin. Oh yeah, the boathouse. So boathouse, Michelin, and that's it? Or the cathedral? Get the dang grass. Oh, what's up? Didn't think I'd find you here, Leg Lord. I believe you said we were free to use this boathouse if we'd like. You've no right to complain now. Of course not. A promise is a promise. Still, this place is pretty inconvenient. You know you're welcome to join us at the branch office in town, right? I haven't fallen so low that we need your sympathy. Damn, we're supposed to be enemies. Why is he being so friendly? He won't win me over that easily. These two are resilient to have lived out here for 2 whole months. Looks like they've been scraping by drowned fish and foraging for edible wild grass. Am I blind? I guess it's just a accidental repeat, right? I'm making sure my brain's not the one that's broken. They have my respect. Oh, what's up, dragon lady? What was your name again? You were like the dragon fisher or something? The dragon princess. I forgot that man Serdam was the one allowing us to stay here. He's ruined our alone time. Okay. I'm still a little mad that we missed all this stuff, though. Not gonna lie. Dude, my man won't even sell me bait no more. Nonsense. Friggin'. I still don't even really know where to get, like, the last couple of fish we needed, though. Because I fished at pretty much every spot, like, several times with all the available bait for each spot. Unless there's just, like, a fishing spot I missed, I guess we just, like, didn't get the right RNG and we're missing a fish at one of the various spots. What was it? Cathedral? Oh yeah, Michelin. I'm gonna do Cathedral last, and then heading to Crossbell City proper. Anyone hanging out at the beach? No? Not really vacay time? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I guess there shouldn't be anybody at Michelin. I guess the few people who work here. And I guess people who live here, right? Business is closed. Oh, Luciola's still chilling up there. Things have settled down in the city, so I and the others came here to check on the hotel. Still, it's eerie being so close to that enormous blue tree. Goes without saying that Michelin won't be able to reopen like this. Something strange is going on in the neighborhood. I mean, it's going on out there, but the staff here still came to work. That's brave. I don't know about you, but as soon as I'm done with my work, I'm getting the heck out of here. You want to upgrade anyone? I mean, we might upgrade, like, rickshaws when we put her back. Oh, wait. This was not here. This must have been added when you come back to Michelin. Because I know it was definitely not there when we originally came. I heard that Speaker McDowell and the others are confined at the state guest house. If that wasn't terrible enough, the ones keeping them there were Jaegers that attacked the city. It may have been for the sake of our independence, but it's still inexcusable. What's up? I never thought an Azure Tree would appear at the end of this. Even I cannot foresee what will happen next. The truth is it eluding me in the cards, in my crystal ball, and even in astrology. How interesting. I cannot recall this ever happening before. Just what will Crossbell's fate be? I look forward to seeing the answer for myself. Yeah, whatever. Friggin'... You're lucky I can't access my Tompas right now. I'll be... Ooh, I'm still mad. Residual anger. Bubbling up. Things have gotten rather dusty around here in our absence. That blue tree looming in the distance still makes me uneasy, but I'll do what I can to clean this place. Especially bringing those damn fog monsters back, and then of course I don't have an earth spell. I'd have an earth spell, man. I don't respect earth magic. Like, oh, I can control all the elements, and then you're like, oh, I control earth. Yeah, whatever. Bet you also control your virginity, nerd. I'm sorry, that's a stupid joke, but it did pop in my head. And we can't go that way, so it's just talk to Luciola, get a recipe. And then I guess you could go redo the Michelin dungeon if you wanted to. And I guess you can fish. But what's the point in fishing at Michelin if you don't have Kia to cheer you on? It's just kind of sad, dude. You guys want to take a little beach vacay real quick? No? Okay, fine. I didn't mention it. I think it's probably best to just teleport to the city and then go to the cathedral. Probably the quickest way. What could have possibly caused that pale blue tree to appear in Crossbell? Will it bring light to this land or disaster? Even as a father of the church, I cannot begin to fathom. Oh, Hamil and Tamil, I'm so glad you're safe. Oh, thank you for your mercy. Adios. Sister Juju, you don't have to cry that much, you know. Thank you, Sister Juju. Yeah, all the kids in the city are totally fine. Thanks for worrying about us, though. Sister Juju's getting way too carried away. We were the ones worried about her, so what's she crying for? Whatever, we can use it to tease her later. Yeah, you stupid idiot. You were like worried about our lives? Ha! Fool. You and your dang emotions. Police came by a little while ago to ask some questions. Can't believe Mr. Grimmo would do such a thing. I refuse to believe it. We know it's hard to accept, but it's the truth. No matter how much we want to deny it, if we were to find out his true motive, we have to ask him ourselves. I refuse to believe it's true. What could ever possibly drive him to do something so terrible? I assume we'll find out. Oh. One final cemetery scene? Guy's Tomfus. I can't help but feel sorry looking at him. Those cuts. That must be Arios's handiwork? Yeah. But look closely. There are also a lot of smaller nicks and scratches. Even marks from where he had repairs done to him. My brother saw the truth and never gave up, no matter what barrier was standing in his way. These Tompas, they carry his will. Guy's spirit is right here with them. Yeah, I'm sure of it. Oh, we should have brought Dudley for this. We'll resolve this crisis and close my brother's case. We'll have to overcome Arios to do it. To reach that final truth, not just him, Ian Grimwood as well. So if you don't mind, I'll be looking after these Tompas for a while. And please, lend me your strength, Guy. Lloyd, do not forget about us. We are here too. She's right, man. It's gonna take all of us if we're gonna bring Kia home. Well, you know, maybe just Wazzy, Tio, and Randy. Yeah, you're right. I can always count on all of you. Let's do this. When was the last time we saved? I kind of want to see what potential dialogue Dudley has for this. What was our last autosave? Guys, is there a way to do it quick? The secret autosaves that some people don't even know exist? Let's go get Dudley. All this to get like one line of dialogue, maybe? Dudley! I do kind of wish, like, for these sequences, like, it just kind of lets you have everyone in the party at once so you could see all the potential dialogue, but... yeah, so then you take me back to the city. And I guess we'll keep Dudley in for a little bit. No, we don't want to load anything. We want to teleport. Okay. Make sure we talk to you for the sake of, I don't know. Dudley, say something. You may be right. Well, he did at least have one line, I was right. Maybe not the most. Yeah, you're right. I can always count on all of you. Let's do this. I mean, Dudley, you're here too. I guess you can stay in the party for a little bit, Dudley. It's like, I do wonder if they ever mention, like, I don't think they... I mean, granted, maybe in the first game there's mention of his wife and child. Because, like, I don't really know how you're supposed to figure out the... Because, I mean, you would think the last name would be Grim... I guess it is Grimwood. Like, going back to the R. But, I mean, the other names are... The other ones are done first name, last name. Gray belongs to Mr. Grimwood's wife and children. No reason to stay here. Let's go. What are you doing all the way up here, dude? The first time I've been able to visit the cemetery since those monsters started rampaging in the city. I was nervous at first, but I couldn't continue on without coming here to pay my respects. That's the courage I needed. I have my dearly departed to thank, and I'm sure he watched over me from heaven. Oh yeah, I wonder if, okay, let's reload and see if Noelle has anything to say to her dad's grave? Nothing? Okay, fine. See ya, Noelle. Lloyd's Time Lord powers, they continue to grow. He cannot be stopped. There will undoubtedly be people coming in droves seeking the church's help. We should prepare ourselves for that now. Isn't it just that one guy? Like the one religious guy in all of Crossbell? It's like you and I think the Seals come here once. That's it. That's the or maybe Layette. Let me tell you, my trader friends couldn't be more shocked about that tree thing. I'm not worried though. I know the goddess will keep us safe as long as we pray. You should try it too. Everything's gonna be alright. Man, the price of lumber's finally gonna start to go down though we have this big ass tree to chop down, am I right? Haha. The president is in custody now. However, the situation in Crossbell is still anything but encouraging. It may be this land will be dragged into war yet again. This problem may go beyond the scope of man to solve. I wouldn't count us out just yet. Leave this to us. And if we prove you wrong to solve this mess, I'll be expecting your cooperation from now on. If it's for the sake of Crossbell, then I will consider it. May the goddess watch over you, Hemisphere. What kind of freaking name is Hemisphere anyway? I know my name's Aralda, it's not that random. I mean, it's not that common, but Hemisphere? No one's named Hemisphere. Should have definitely known this dude was sus at the start. Lloyd, Ellie, I must ask you something. Kia's inside of that tree, isn't she? How do you know that? You could tell, Sister Marvel? I mean, I guess she does have some magic powers, right? By the look on your faces. I know exactly what's happening, but I do feel compelled to say something. As her guardians, do whatever you must to bring Kia back safely. Am I clear? We swear it. Well, I think we will, we're done with the cathedral. There's no reason to go to the doll studio, right? And we already know where the Meister is. I'm going to take the executive decision to believe there's nothing at the doll studio. It's going to be the one time there's something at the doll studio. And then I'm going to get boomed. President Quizz's arrest. I'm surprised they won't let us go in here. Since there actually is that one book. You know, the card book or whatever. Three youngsters calling themselves the High Bloods moved into that house not too long ago. I saw them hightail it out of the city as soon as they realized the monsters are gone. Must have left to go back to Calvard. I don't have a car anymore though, so what's their plan? Are they gonna walk back to the Republic? I mean, I guess. It's not that far of a walk, right? Master Henry's assumed temporary command at Orkios Tower. With the President's arrest, the Master is the only one currently qualified to be leading Crossbell. This is a heavy burden to place on his shoulders again, but if anyone will give his best for Crossbell, it's him. I mean, I guess Ellie can, like, eventually be President, maybe. I mean, obviously not anytime soon, but, you know, you're gonna get that mysterious tree, aren't you, Lady Ellie? Don't worry, Joanna. I'm sure everyone here will protect me. Of course, my lady. It's just as they protected you all this time. I knew you'll return to us safe and sound. Please take care of them until then. I'm stuck. Help, please. I'm in distress. Yeah, the Hayworths are back. Thank goodness you're safe, everyone. Did you just get back from Armorica, Mr. Hayworth? I did. We left as soon as we saw the barrier around the city disappear. I'll be heading out the door again soon, though. Back to work already? You don't want to chill with your family a little while longer? You haven't slept in your own bed in weeks. You raise a good point, but there are people in Crossbell who need my help. I'm going to start by going to mines. You always have put others ahead of yourself, Mr. Hayworth. As long as you promise to be careful on your way, we won't stop you. Thank you, and likewise, please be careful, SSS. I pray Adios will watch over you all today. I mean, I know we read it already, but I'm like, what if we haven't? What if it's a new one? Well, this would finally be our chance to breathe a sigh of relief, but Harold has other plans. The man I married is so thoughtful and hardworking. Helping others is what Harold wants to do right now, then he has my full support. Your special support? Mama and Papa made a lunchbox for his work trip. Or Mama made Papa. And used a bunch of veggies that Camilla's mommy gave us. They look so yummy. Probably like all squash. I don't know, I haven't even had squash since I was like a child, so I can't say if it's bad or not. I hated it back then, but I was also like, you know, 6. So my opinion can't be trusted. Sophia and her family are back from Armorica. Thank goodness they're okay. I've missed Sophia's cooking lessons. Especially after I almost burned the house down trying to cook those damn cookies. Family should be together at times like these. I'm glad my son and daughter-in-law have come home. Mother-in-law took good care of the kids while we were gone. I'm no match for her when it comes to parenting. I was locked inside Orkios Tower overnight with my coworkers. My family must have been so worried. I'm glad we made her out of there. Okay. Oh, what's up? It's been a while since we've had dinner together as a family. I stepped out to do some shopping, but then I saw it. How does a tree grow to be that stupid huge? It's giving me the creeps. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't there yesterday. Right? I'm not blind, am I? International trade's still restricted. We're limited on what kind of goods we can stock. It's nice to see Crossbell getting a little closer to normal again, though. I want to work as hard as I can so that my family can make it through this. Why don't you sell 6, 7, and 8? Like, why do you only sell 1? That is kind of weird. Is this like maybe the only place to get it? But I'm pretty sure we got 2. We got 2 from somewhere else, and we only saw him selling that afterwards. Oh, Momo, she ran out saying how she wanted to help everyone in the city with her friends. I've never seen her be so confident before. I'm still a little worried about letting her outside, but I understand how she must feel. What's up, Pete? Can I finally go into the sex addict? Oh my god. We've finally pierced the inner sanctum. We found evidence of frequent communication with Orkios Tower in this terminal. He must have been using it to manipulate Mr. Croyce. Mr. Croyce, are you telling me that... Sorry. Mr. Grimwood must have been in constant contact with Croyce, manipulating him all the while. We'll investigate these files thoroughly to learn everything we can. So you want a terminal right next to your desk that has constant contact with this one lawyer? And just him, well, one-way communication. And I'm not supposed to tell anyone about it or else you'll have me assassinated? Is that true, Mr. Croyce? We found some materials relating to alchemy from the Middle Ages and the ancient Sumerian civilization. They look old. It must have taken years to build up this collection. How long has he and Grimwood been planning this? Petey boy! Hi, Mr. Grimwood. Pete? Oh, it's you guys. Detective Dudley and the SSS, congratulations on your successful operation. Thank you, Emma. You didn't do anything, Dudley. Shut up. Thank you, Detective Emma. Is the 1st Division searching the building? Correct. We're looking for any possible evidence. I know this is sudden, Pete, but as Mr. Grimwood's only employee, we'll need you to make a formal statement. It is weird. I do want... maybe they talk about it more in Zero, because we didn't really come here that often. At least I don't remember, but... I do wonder if like why he would have taken him Pete, because I feel like Pete is obviously like a you would think he wouldn't have any assistant at all, right? But he must have like some reason to like feel sympathy for him or like want to take him in. It's okay, I want to help. Mr. Grimwood said something concerning before he left, so I wanted to check it out. Right, he said something about cleaning his desk, didn't he? Now I understand. Why did he request something like that? Now I know. He left something for me to find. Here. Pete pulled out an unsealed envelope. Is that a letter from him? May we read it? Dear Pete, first and foremost, I would like to apologize for leaving you so suddenly. After I became your guardian and you came to work in my office, we shared many happy days together. However, I've been stricken with grief and sorrow since that fateful day many years ago. I have lived for the sole purpose of bringing a certain project to fruition. There were times where having you in my life made me second-guess my path, but the wheels had already been set in motion. It's too late for me to turn back, and the project cannot be stopped. Please, Pete, I want you to forget about me and live a happy life. I will pray to Adios from afar that you grow into the fine, bright young man that I know you can be. Ian Grimwood. Mr. Grimwood. Receives the desk's remaining documents. Tons of hotshot magazines. There was a large instructional memo on how to deal with clients moving forward, as well as papers for arranging Pete's guardianship. Why'd you have to do this, Mr. Grimwood? Forgetting everything he's done for me would never make me happy. Pete. He is, indeed, a fool. Take it from me, one measly-ass letter isn't gonna cut ties with everyone you're leaving behind. Yeah, I mean, at least Grimwood had enough decency to leave like 2 paragraphs, not, oh, see ya. Exactly. Pete, we're gonna track Mr. Grimwood down. We're gonna shed light on everything he's done and bring him back with us to answer for it. Thank you so much, everyone. Please, take care of Mr. Grimwood. I mean, take care. We're not gonna kill him or nothing, but, he might get whacked upside the head with some tonfas. Kind of weird that you can reread the letter. Kind of interesting. This project has been in the works for a long time. The 1st Division will continue searching the premises of the Grimwood Law Office. Thank you, Emma. Please continue to lead the investigation here. Yo, like, if I read the first word of every sentence, does it say something? It seems kind of weird that they let you, like, reread it. Because very rarely do you ever get to reread stuff. Searching the building right now. The door to the 2nd floor has been unlocked and our detectives are hoping to find evidence upstairs. I do like that this was honestly the biggest piece of evidence that Grimwood was shady as hell, was the fact that he had a freaking locked steel door. I mean, it wasn't a sex dungeon at the end of the day, but it's about as bad, I guess. A gigantic blue tree came from out of nowhere. No telling what could happen now, but I should probably document it with some photos. How does my husband plan to pay for something like an underground shelter? Frugalness is one trick that old dog is never going to learn. Shit, dude, I mean, he's old as hell. May as well spend his money while he still got it, right? World gets more dangerous every day I get out of bed. That's why I'm investing in an underground shelter for me and my wife. Let's see that tree attack us from underground. Sir, do you know what trees are? You ever heard of this little known concept known as a root? If anything, I'd want to be like in the air or something. I wouldn't feel safe underground if we were thinking of a tree attacking us. Saying the president built some kind of suspicious equipment into the interior of Orkios Tower. I knew nothing about it. I did not sign an NDA about the evil section of the tower. I'm disgusted. I helped design part of that building, but I can't believe it was being used for evil. He deceived each and every one of us. Good riddance to President Croyce, I say. My husband may be irate at the president, but it hasn't slowed down his work on his new project. After what happened in the city, my husband received all kinds of reconstruction requests from companies looking to bolster security. Hope he finds something new to be passionate about so he can put all this tower business behind him. I'm worried about the tree in the wetlands, but I still have a job to do here. Sully's been practicing non-stop with RCL too, so I have no excuse to be slacking off. I'm gonna keep Lady Ilya's apartment spotless until she's well enough to come home. Yeah, we'll have to remember to get Riksha back before we go to RCL. Let's see. Yeah, I should hit up the apartment. Dad was a little down when the train stopped running. Now he wants to go around and help fix other things that run on wheels. Engineers are so weird. You said it. My engineering chops are useless with the Transcontinental Railroad down like this. Maybe I can do some orbital bus or car maintenance instead. I think I'll head over to the Civic Center and find some work. Ryu and the other kids plan to help out this neighborhood. We wanted to take this time to teach him how to be a merchant, but no sense in forbidding him from helping others. Him not being able to sit still is finally doing some good. Ryu a merchant? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. You know, traveling around and all that. Cecile called a little while ago to let me know she's safe. I got the impression something is weighing on her mind. It could be about how busy the hospital is keeping her, but I'm not sure. You mind checking on her when you have some time? She may need someone to talk to. Been there, done that, lady. Come on, guys, it's time to start patrolling the city. You ready, Henri? Mumbo? Yes, sir, Captain Ryu. Let's go! Let's do this, Junior SSS. Oh, yeah! They're not playing bracers anymore. We've done it. Game over. Perfect ending achieved. I don't even care about all this Azure Tree stuff. This is the real plotline here. I'm flattered. You guys go fight that tree. We'll protect Crossbell City. That's pretty cool. Been so long since I've been able to go get a cup of coffee at Morga's. All I want is for things to return to normal, but I suppose that can't happen with that giant tree looming over us. Give me the ultimate bread, Oscar. It is finally time for you to unleash your secret technique upon our mouths. Hey, thanks for coming. I made a loaf of my special bread just for you guys. Help yourself. Last Viking. When used, turns you into a god. Wow, this smells great. It looks delicious, too. I know, right? It's my latest and greatest. I figured you guys could use it since you've been fighting so hard. Maybe it'll give you all the energy you need. I hope so, Oscar. Thanks again. Oscar's greatest creation, made from a myriad of ingredients, including Bennett's sweat. Don't ask how he got it. I'll do Oscar. I'm gonna bake every bread imaginable to make people happy. Still, I know I'm lagging behind him when it comes to baking. Much as I don't want to, I'll turn to him for some advice. Oh, how I've missed Morgus' bread. My dad's always a little better when I come here. I'm gonna buy enough for the whole family before I go home. The wheat the government supplied hasn't been nearly enough to make the bread I want. Well, with the travel restrictions lifted, at least I can get some fresh stuff from Armorica again. I'm gonna need Oscar and Bennett to work harder than they ever have before. We done here? I think we are. We could pop in the SSS building as well. Not yet, not yet. Dude, why is this game so big? It's all this dang well-written dialogue. Gotta read it all. It's good, and I care about what the NPCs have to say, unlike in basically every other game. Celto is surprisingly motivated today. Despite what's happening outside, he managed to cheer me up a bit. I think Vincept has a bright future with Celtio and Nano working here. Crossbell has to overcome its adversities before I can consider retiring, though. But as long as we work together, there's nothing we can't achieve. Black couple. Man, we have so many nightmare killers, I doubt we'll use them all, but... A glowing blue tree. It's getting hard to separate fantasy from reality these days. I think I need more caffeine. You're gonna die, lady. You've never stood up. You've got deep vein thrombosis. How's it going, the old Seltzers? There's no telling what'll happen to the city, but I do know one thing. I want to keep making delicious food for everyone to eat. I won't go wild with the ingredients anymore, but I know I can make some tasty favorites for people to enjoy. I've never been more fired up to cook. Give me a recipe, nerd. I think Celtio's finally gotten over the hump when it comes to cooking. Maybe I can retire soon after all. But you're like 32. I'm gonna retire! Scott was here a little while ago. Thankfully he's alright. Watching him work so hard for us makes you want to work harder too. Shouldn't you stand in the middle now that there's no one else? Chickadee's gone? Huge tree or not, it feels good to go outside. I was getting stir crazy under martial law. I think I'll take this opportunity to pick up some snacks to bring to Ciron. Whatever happened to your nursing arc? Are you still going to become a nurse, dude? I was able to get into contact with Chroma and confirm she's alright. Juice lady! She's already gotten back to working at her juice cart. The daughter of mine really takes after her mom when it comes to making Mira. You price gouging our ass. We're trying to save the city, and you're like, it'll be $100 for a tomato. How about you friggin'... Right as martial law orders were rescinded, that mysterious tree appeared out of nowhere. Airbone and Calvert are still a threat as well. What can we do as neighbors to assist everyone in the city that needs our help? That's what I should be thinking about as business owners right now. You could just give me everything for free? I think we're right to keep our store open at a time like this. With international trade routes still closed, our supply isn't great, but I'm sure we'll be able to find a way to get by. Wait, is this new? Ooh. Ooh, new Crossbell Times. We'll read that later. Maybe. New clothes. Nope. You're dead to me. Even the store is struggling to secure import goods. There's still our custom ordering service. Times also plans to hire more workers to provide service to everyone in the city that needs help. Where are you getting money to pay for that? We don't know, actually. Our store has decided to stay open to help everyone get through these trying times. That goes double for me. I'll be putting all my manpower, or should I say lady power, into this. I hope it doesn't interrupt my shopping. Great character growth, lady. No one has any idea where the tree came from, but at least there doesn't appear to be any immediate danger. I wouldn't mind it vanishing as quick as it appeared, though. I've been mulling it over, and I think it's time I rolled up my new brand. I've also just now noticed your name is Prada. This is the kind of adversity that my eczema must shine in. I want to create fashions everyone will surely love. Make me an up-to-date evasion coat, please. How'd that tree go so big? Dang, life sure is weird. That blue glow coming from that tree makes it look enchanting. Can we see the tree? No? I wonder if there is a spot where you can maybe, like, see the tree or something. Maybe from Orkio's tower, potentially? I think the view is in the wrong direction, right? But it's looking more to the north. Like, the camera angle, I believe. I'm not in the mood to shop, but I couldn't stay calm at home. I hope everything goes back to normal soon so I can shop for appliances in peace. How much money you got, lady? How often do you buy a freaking vacuum cleaner? Most people buy one ever, and it's from like the 1970s, and they're like, they just don't make them like they used to. Howdy guys, congrats on putting a stop to the president. Doesn't look like your work's done yet though. Best of luck to you, Lloyd. Thanks, we'll need it. I hope you'll keep doing your thing here no matter what happens, Wendy. We'll be needing someone to work on our Enigma 2s when this is all said and done. You betcha. I don't have much to offer y'all, but take these. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Wendy. We'll use them well. No problemo, Lloyd. Anyways, I'm sure you got more important places to be. Stay safe, alright? I think you and me and Oscar should get together for old time's sake when this is all over. Sounds good to me. Dudley, how much is it? You haven't upgraded all your slots, Dudley? Come on, man. What the hell? I can't take my dad looking at me like this. I'm gonna die of embarrassment. Still, it's comforting that he's so worried about me. We didn't buy all that? I just don't want it. Yo, Dudley, can we buy you a cover? No? What is Dudley's, thing? Oh, it's very bland. Wow, Dudley. Personal, attachment is bad. Ooh, I don't have any personal effects. I'm Dudley. What was I doing? I got distracted looking at the little ornaments. Ellie's is probably the coolest with the little locket of her parents. And then the... I don't get the bell and the leaf, to be honest. But, I mean, maybe they're from her parents or something, but... And the little knife. I don't quite get the knife, per se. I mean, it's kind of like religious-y and it's blue, but... And then there's Randy's horny cover. Aside from that spooky tree, I feel like the whole city's finally calmed down. Looks like we have a long road ahead of us. Time to buckle down. Buy my weapons, damn it. SSS will wait on Balloon Man, the best NPC. What's that in the huge tree in the sky? There's no way that should be possible. Wait, is he even okay for me to giving out balloons right now? Maybe if I took all my balloons and strapped them to my back, I could fly up to that old tree and put a stop to it with my balloon powers. What is that giant tree? It's like totally crazy. The light it gives off is really pretty, but I don't know, it just gives me the creeps for some reason. Like, what's gonna happen now? So where'd that lady go? Thought it was finally safe to come out now. Why is there a tree in the sky? Legend of Heroes, trees in the sky. It's not gonna fall on us, is it? Is this what dreaded essential dread feels like? I mean, it's not that big. I don't think it can fall all the way from the wetlands to here. Well, nah, there's no way. I don't believe it. I know Crossbell is tiny, but it's not that tiny. How's everyone doing? I recommend gulping down a Sportian X if you're tired. It's one of my originals, but it's not one of my originals, but I think you'll like it. It'll perk you up right, just so that you can do your whole... I haven't practiced my pitch, okay? Just buy my damn juice. By the way, I heard back from my mom. She's been in the department store this entire time. It's perfectly fine. But enough about that. It's time for you all to perk up with some revigorating energy of Sportian X. Tastes like ass. I mean, it's very good. And you'll love it. This is one sticky situation Crossbell's gotten itself into. It's times like these that we must all come together. You won't take Crossbell down so easily. You can do it, Speaker McDowell. Come on, youngsters, join in too. Sing for glorious leader. Sir, didn't we just learn that authoritarian it's bad? I'm losing my mind, dude. I hadn't seen it all this year, but I guess I was wrong. Don't tell me you guys are thinking of climbing that thing, Lloyd. We are. It's a fight we can't back down from, Franz. I hope you all can look after the city in the meantime. Yeah, don't worry about that. Be careful up there, okay? I see you brought me a data fragment. I have to deliver to our forensics team to have the cult terminal data analyzed. Is that okay with you? Yeah, do your thing, lady. Okay. Would you like to check it? Sure. Okay, I know we've read some of this, or most of this. Yeah, link the mind. It draws data so that D will be resurrected. Speed that was unfathomable 5 centuries ago. The completion of Gnosis. Scale of our experiments. We were detected by authorities. Foolish beyond words indeed, after all. What are a few sacrifices at the cost of resurrecting a true god? So you can see I collected the data from the destroyed lodges and arrived in Crossbell, the land of origin. As paloma grass, the foremost ingredient for Gnosis, grows in abundance in the southern wetlands of Crossbell, there would never be a shortage of raw materials. In addition to the highly advanced facilities once installed by the alchemists of the Middle Ages in the depths of the Sunford, I was blessed with an environment to continue my research and finish the secret remedy. It's the drug that the cult developed that increases physical ability, sensory receptivity, and draws out other latent abilities from the user, like increasing their luck stat to 99. It's even capable of inducing that horrid demonization effect. How mysterious. Main ingredient is paloma grass, which grows in abundance at Crossbell's southern wetlands. That explains where Yakum is getting such a large supply of ingredients to produce the drug. I wonder if that's actually why he has the fishing cover. Like maybe that's how he explained why he was always sailing out on the river, was because he was fishing when he was actually going there to collect grass. That's actually kind of neat. Something else I found peculiar in the data about the purpose Gnosis is supposed to serve. According to Yakum, the drug is capable of resurrecting their so-called true god D. How could that be? It sounds too absurd to be true. The cult has also been conducting those ceremonies over the course of 500 years. Disgusting. I was fortunate to be saved by Guy and the others, but there were so many victims. They were unforgivable. Yeah, and he brushed it off saying that a few sacrifices didn't matter. He and the rest of those cold bastards can keep on burning where they are. Not even Walt is a victim of Gnosis. Right, the cult may be gone, but the damage they've caused continues to spread. We can't forget that. You're absolutely right. As police officers, we have a duty to ensure that Gnosis, just like any drug, doesn't bring harm to Crossbell. Yeah, sure. I mean, Gnosis is pretty bad. You can ban it. You know, maybe a war on drugs. Maybe learn from real-world experience. Not a good idea. From now, that covers all the information there was to decrypt about Gnosis. Let's try decrypting the data from the remaining fragment, too. Because there's still another one? I mean, that's the one we found in the sector, so, I mean... It's possible there's another one in the sector. I don't know how thorough. I don't think I was that thorough. So, Crossbell is the home of DG, the land of origin. Represents the true god symbol underneath the sunfloor. So it's just the third page we haven't read. I've seen her with my own eyes. Within a spear referred to as the sacred cradle slumbers a little girl, a divine presence. It was created by the predecessors of our sect based on the techniques alchemists had learned by studying artifacts, meaning that these phenomena described as miracles. There is nothing miraculous to be found here. So that's something left by the Croyce family. Releasing the people from the something spell. Yeah, I don't know where the final fragment could be. That's right, Officer Kate, Detective Raymond, and the others have also returned to their normal duties. We're now out of the Defense Force's chain of command. That means we're doing all we can to cope with the current situation by rearranging all our resources. Good to hear progress is being made, at least. It's thanks to all your efforts. Oh, and before you go, could you deliver a message to Fran for me? Tell her that I have the reception desk covered and she can devote herself to helping all of you until this is over. Understood. Fran will be delighted to hear from you. Please keep looking after headquarters, Rebecca. Of course, I'm ready to give everything I have for the sake of the citizens. There's still much to be done before this is all resolved, so keep doing your best out there, SSS. Give me 500 mirror. Give it 1,000 mirror. Oh my god. It's still literally nothing. The Metropolitan Division has resumed patrols of the city. We're still worried about public safety worsening due to the sheer confusion. Went to the police academy. It leaves guarding the station up to us. What's up, Raymond? Hey guys, listen to this. They said Inspector Diamond is going to be reinstated to the force soon. It's been so tough to fill his shoes with him in the hospital. Now I won't have to do as much work anymore. That's great, Raymond. What would the inspector say if he heard you say that? Whoa, let's not say anything too crazy, okay? Tia, what the inspector doesn't know won't hurt him. Okay, I may as well reapply myself until he returns. First, don't want the first thing the inspector sees when he gets back is me slacking. Can we go to the second floor? We don't have any business on the second floor. Ugh. Talk to you. Let's do the library, and then I'll probably take like a slight short little break before we keep going on in this video. Basically just get some more water, if nothing else. The city is more peaceful now. There's still a lot to worry about. That big tree for one. I could recommend some good books to everyone if they need something to calm themselves down. Sir, we're about to go fight the one true god or something. Freaking stupid book almost boomed to me. Any other stuffs have anything new? Probably not. Abby isn't so anxious because of the lockdown, so I thought I would calm him by reading him a book. Hopefully Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest does the trick. He's been put into the soup! Hurry and read, Mom, please! Good morning, welcome to the Crossbell City Library. I figured we wouldn't have as many visitors today. I can't believe anyone's staying inside because of the mysterious tree looming in the distance. Oh, let's learn about the lore. At the 11th hour, let's learn about the lore now. I mean, we've already read all that stuff, but... yeah, so I'm gonna take a quick little break. The video's gonna keep on keeping on, but gonna get up, get some water, rest the voice for a few minutes, and then we'll keep on going. Alright, we're back. Did we ever do Civic Center? I don't think we went by the Civic Center. Did we? Been a few minutes. Like maybe like 5-10 minute break there. Our staff is split up to confirm the citizens' safety now that the martial law is no longer in effect. We found out about 10 or so who suffered minor injuries, but most citizens seem to be okay. I just finished calling an ambulance for those who needed treatment, and I can finally rest a little. So, like, where is the president being held? Asking for a friend? I don't want to hit him in the face or nothing. I just want to talk to him forcefully. We're planning where the next public address for the citizens will take place. The public deserves an official statement about the future of Crossbell. Unrest is spreading and the time is of the essence. We go into the... why even have these doors, man? Have we ever gotten to go through this door in the entire series? I don't think we have, man. I know we get to go here during, like, some of... back when McDowell was the mayor, but... I don't know if we've ever gotten to go through that other door. I could be misremembering, or maybe I've just missed an opportunity to go through there. So what all is left? East Street's still there. I guess I want to get Riksha, so she can talk to Shan in case there's something there. Harbor District. Entertainment we'll probably do entertainment last. Residential check. Let's do downtown. Well, I wonder if we should bring Risha's with us for this too. Yeah, let's get... do we need Dudley for anything else? Probably not. So let's get Risha back in the party. You know, let's hit up Orkios Tower. With the Dudsters. I can't think of any oh, Noodle Man. Life's full of mountains to climb, and I believe me, I like climbing mountains. Who knows what Airbunny and Calvert are up to, let alone what the heck that tree is. Well, no matter. Blue tree, red tree, green tree, I don't give a hoot. Nothing's gonna stop me from making my noodles. Exactly. If only we could all be as good as Noodle Man. Martial law caused a huge backup of packages, and now I'm busier than ever. At least I don't have to worry about being out of a job, and I'm getting plenty of exercise, so I feel so alive. What's up, buddy? This tree that appeared is giving off a blue light, is it? How eerily reminiscent of the Librel arc appearing above Librel. I heard that turned out to be a floating ancient city. I wonder what this tree is supposed to be. I think it's a tree, dude. I thought I'd finally be able to look up at the sunny sky again, and instead we got a huge tree. What in the world is it? Doesn't seem dangerous. Could it be the president's doing as well? He wishes. President declares martial law, gets arrested, and then there's this tree that springs up. It's one thing after another. Don't tell him what could happen, but no one's gonna harm my Misa over my dead body. My grandpa said it's too soon to feel safe. I'm scared we might get attacked again. But as long as I have grandpa by my side, everything will be okay, because I love him. How's it going, old CNS? Rain said he snuck into the Geofront and had trouble getting out. Oh, silly Rains. Thank goodness he's safe. We know what happened, but canonically we don't in this playthrough because, we had to reload the save to see that scene. Your camera ready, Rains? Yep, it's all good to go. Alright then, let's go to Orkios Tower. We can't just sit here and let Grace outshine us. Yeah. I'm on to you, buddy. We know what you're up to. You gotta get out there and gather as much info as you can. There's always a new scoop to cover. You finish one big story and it's on to the next. Also, you're talking to us. You're talking to us without telling us to fuck off from behind the counter. Oh my god. Character growth. We can go to the second floor. Oh my god. We finally earned the respect of the city. Now, Kennan and I rushed out the article on the president's arrest as quickly as we could. Fortunately, our full staff is back to work as well. We were able to get in touch with Grace, so we've got a grasp of what's been going on out there. Can I steal your tea? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let's read the Crossbell Times real quick. Yes, there we go. Urgent news! President Dietrich Royce detained. Sitting president suddenly detained. This afternoon, President Dietrich Royce was brought into custody by the CPD Special Support Section. His charges include accessory to terrorism, illegal arrest of Diet members, leading a coup, and misuse of government property, amongst other crimes. Unfortunately, Crossbell does not actually have any laws that make these actions illegal, so he will be immediately released. We expect that the president will be transferred to the 1st Division's custody before long. The resulting situation. The breadth of President Royce's crimes has finally been brought to light. Despite his conspiracy, the president remains in his position, and no formal arrest warrant has been issued for him. Our reporter on the ground was able to witness the events unfold, and it is thanks to their efforts that we are able to bring readers this report. On behalf of this publication, I'd like to apologize for the tardiness of this news. The startling circumstances. The following report contains a matter of state law, or concerns a matter of state law. The process by which Crossbell attempted to declare independence was illegal, and thus the crimes that took place in the process must be brought to light. According to the investigation conducted by the Special Support Section, hey, that's us, President Royce employed the Red Constellation Jaeger Corps and ordered them to attack Crossbell and commit destructive acts. By doing so, the president was able to create a dire situation used to sway the public's opinion. From referendum to Declaration of Independence, the entire movement was predicated on deceit. The president himself has admitted to the nature of the aforementioned acts of conspiracy. There can be no doubt that the events taking place in Crossbell over the past several months were all by his design. The duality of President Royce. Dietrich Royce was elected mayor following the cult incident. Aside his numerous political reforms, he forced the state to become independent and positioned himself as its ruler. It is believed that the president was also responsible for the terrorist attacks and the cult incident, among others. A review of events and declaration of invalidity, and yeah, you know. The police investigation aimed to bring Royce's scheme to light sooner, but the officers involved were detained and imprisoned. Some officers were able to evade the defense force and succeeded in freeing Speaker McDowell, who was being held under house arrest. The speaker then declared the state's independence invalid and detailed how the president's actions in doing so were unlawful. After the declaration, police officers who had been unable to act until then stormed Orkios Tower with intent on resolving the conflict and freeing Crossbell City. The operation ended with the dramatic arrest of the president, President Royce, and the future. Now that President Royce is in custody and the barrier surrounding Crossbell City has fallen, the safety of the citizenry has been assured. Unfortunately, the state remains in an extremely tenuous position. The president has yet to fully testify, but when he does, the Crossbell Times will be there to cover the story in full. We urge our readers abroad to remain calm and pay close attention to the situation in Crossbell as it unfolds. Also, there's a big-ass tree, dude. Giant tree sprouts near Michelin. A huge glowing tree has suddenly appeared near Michelin Health Resort. Despite the distance, it can be clearly seen from Crossbell City. Why it ominously glows is not yet known. The fact that such an extraordinary event occurred right after the president's arrest has led to many fearing his involvement. A team of police officers has already been dispatched to investigate. All citizens are urged to remain calm. A mysterious tree? Yeah. We are been dispatched. Now, it does kind of weird to be like, oh, we're sending police officers after the alien freaking object thing. Okay, do you have a permit for this big tree? I mean, I know we're more competent than the army, but that feels like something you should send the army after. Just like, in theory, it's just kind of humorous to see like, yeah, we just sent some local beat cops down there to go check out the tree. Here you are, a girly. Rumors of Dietrich's arrest have already begun to make their way around and out of the state. We must be aware of the two major powers' actions. How is the current situation throughout Crossbell, Deputy Commander? Understandably, the tree's appearance is causing panic and confusion all over the state. Many citizens are also fleeing the city now that the barrier is down. I have instructed 2nd Lieutenant Muriel to quell the chaos the best she can. Regarding traffic along the highways, I've deployed squads and increased the number of escort vehicles. Hey, that's our car, dude. We are currently able to escort far more citizens now than we could under the President's restrictions. Thank you, that's good to hear. As Speaker of the Diet, I'll need to make a public appearance and explain the President's arrest. Preparations are currently underway at the Civic Center, is that correct? Yeah, on that front we'll be wheeling out the monitor cars that the President had made for his big address. The officers we have in the city can get them set up in a jiff if they divide the workload. Thank you, Inspector. Now, we need to find a way to deal with the two major powers. I'd like for all of you to be careful as well. Speaking of McDowell's, the others have a lot on their plates trying to put out the fires all around Crossbell. Hey dude, but we can trust them. Let's leave my grandfather and the others to handle matters on the ground for now. Hey everyone, Randy. Yo, Muriel, looks like you've been reinstated. Yes, thankfully. The commander was happy to have us back even though we disobeyed our orders. Thankfully, Commander Ballas has always been flexible. I'm sure she recognized that she could use all the extra manpower you can provide too. I'm not sure how big of a difference we can make, but we'll try. It's good to be back. I've got some unfinished business and we'll be giving it my all. Not as a member of the CGF or the Defense Force, but as someone who has a duty to protect Crossbell. Yeah, go get him, Muriel. Just trying to get too fired up and need me to bail you out again. God, shut up, Randy. I know that already. I'm gonna give it everything I've got, not as a member of the CGF or the Defense Force, but as someone who has a duty to protect Crossbell. Hey, Duggo, so you're here too? Look who it is. It's been a little while. Commander Ballas asked me to come here as the Defense Force's representative. That would explain it. I think this is the first time we've seen you in the Defense Force's uniform. There is something about them that feels a tad more formal than the CGF ones. Well, the fact is that I'm going to be wearing it at least until order has been restored to the state. Right, things are dire and there are more important matters at hand right now. Precisely, now that the barrier's been lifted and the aeons are gone, we have to be on the guard for action from the major powers. There aren't any signs of an imminent invasion, fortunately, so I think you can leave things on the ground to us. You all go take care of what you set out to do. We will. Good luck on your end, Deputy Commander. She's always had a deep sense of responsibility. I'm sure there's a lot weighing on her mind, her own actions included. I'll do everything I can to support her as Deputy Commander. The news of Dieter's arrest will soon reach everyone, not just within the state, but around the continent as well. Even if we manage the situation under control, or manage to get the situation under control, there will undoubtedly be difficult times ahead for Crossbell. Perhaps Crossbell's future was too heavy a burden for Dieter to bear. I cannot help but ask myself whether there was anything I could have done to prevent this as his fellow statesman. I feel truly powerless. Please don't put this on yourself, Grandfather. I think this is a burden all Crossbellians need to shoulder together. How we act next is going to be what defines us as a state. Yes, you are correct. Let's begin by solving the problem in front of us, one by one. I know I've placed so much on you young people's shoulders already, but I hope you'll continue to lend me your strength for a while longer. Hey team, something up? Nothing in particular, we're just touching base on the situation here. Right, now we're discussing our plan of attack to handle all the little problems throughout the state. I'm basically the CPD's liaison this go-around. You're the most suitable man for the job here, Sergey. I guess no one's manning the fort back at the SSS building, right? Any new support requests come in? Yeah, tons of them. Had them forwarded to the guild. Don't sweat it. I know you guys have bigger fish to fry. You did that? We started this year and never wanted to lose requests to them, but now I know those are in good hands with the guild. Yeah, focus on doing your thing and setting this the way... Wait, what? And settling this the way you think it needs to be done. Not just as the CPD Special Support Section, but as yourselves. We will. I should mention that the President is being detained in a room on the 36th floor. I haven't placed too heavy a guard on him. He hasn't shown any signs of resisting or trying to escape. And if you feel like it, you can go up and visit. I'm not sure he'll tell you anything you haven't already heard, though. You may as well. Do you want to bring anyone to talk to Dieter? In particular? Not really. Freaking car, man. Check it out. I guess the car was moved here after the operation. It's unfortunate, but we're going to have to leave it like this for a while. Yeah, hands are sort of tied with other stuff at the moment. We'll have a chance for proper repairs once everything is settled. Definitely. Maybe we should bring Noelle, see if she has anything to say. Oh, what's up? Good goddess, I can't take my eyes off you for a second, can I? But Margaret, I was all heroic. As the Vice Commissioner of the police, there are times when I have to stand up and be... Isn't that what you should always do, Pierre? If you did your job more often, then we wouldn't get wrapped up in situations like this. I'm sorry. She has got him on a one-armed leash. You, get out of here. Can't you say I'm busy? As punishment for making me worry, I'm cutting your allowance 6 months by half. Please, anything but that. I think Pierre should be the one divorcing this lady. I mean, granted, I guess, you know... Doesn't seem like a very good relationship. So, it's our fucking trading buddy. So I heard the IVC has lost President Croix, its CEO, and his daughter, who is the acting CEO. This is undoubtedly going to affect stock prices, but I think the IBC will stay as the largest asset holder on the continent. I'm going to wait and see how things go. At least I want to see who the next CEO of the IBC is going to be. Diamond hands, baby. I'm never selling this stock. Tio, you're going to that tree, aren't you? It tears me up inside thinking that something could happen to you over there. Tio's fine. It's okay, Chief. You do not need to... Oh, no. What if I grabbed an orbital staff and accompanied you? I got the gist of how it works. I can back you up in battle with support crafts. Wouldn't that be just perfect? It's decided. Let's get started. Pass. Some things never change. Please stop worrying about me so much, Chief. Rest assured that I and the others are going to return here with Kia. And besides, your role is right here now. The city is still in chaos and could use your help. Tio, you think I can... No, you're right. I have work to do here in the city. But promise you that you'll come home safe. Let's start off by running a scan of the network. It was harder establishing connections when the blue mist and monsters were outside. There might have been damage done to the system. Sounds good to me. First up is running a functions check on the tower terminals. Nerd talk. Nerd alert. Nerd alert. Good to be working with you again. Alright, let's get to work. It's good to see separated families and friends reunited now. We've all been through a terrible ordeal. Times like these are when we need our loved ones the most. Looks like the monsters that were in the city have finally disappeared. I was so terrified of them when the tower was on lockdown. Thankfully the damage in the city isn't too great, but I never want to go through that again. The IBC has currently suspended operations, and half of the staff have been sent home and told to remain on standby. I've worked for the IBC for so many years, Mr. Coyce's arrest could not be any more shocking. It's difficult to accept, but we must find a way to get through this. Okay, look forward to working with y'all in the future. Most of the staff and security that were detained earlier have been released. They're all in a hurry to get back to their positions. At times like these, we have to come together to support the citizens. You said it, not me. I thought I saw a little girl taking the elevator to a roof a little while ago. Oh, Shizuku. That might have been the Secretary of the Defense's daughter. Maybe she wanted to get a look at that tree that sprung up in the wetlands. The elevators didn't use. Can't use this elevator. You gotta use this elevator. I do think it's weird that you can only use it below 4.8. What's down here? Oh, does this take us back to the Geofront? Oh, I guess if you wanted to redo those dungeons, you could? Okay. But it is kind of weird that that's the only floor that works, or the only elevator that works, because honestly, like, I didn't even realize that. I thought they were all the same, like, you couldn't use them. It didn't really occur to me to try and use every single one. I just kind of assumed that if one didn't work, the others wouldn't either. Anyone over here? Shizuku, where are you? Oh, there you are. Also, what's this? Oh, hey, it's one of those. I guess we should take that to the guy. Kia, father. What are you doing up here, Shizuku? Oh, I came up here to look at the tree. Are my father and Kia really over there? They are, we are certain of it. That's right, though we don't know exactly where just yet. I understand. Please stay patient, Shizuku. We're gonna bring your father and Kia home, we promise. What he said. Sit tight, kiddo. Okay. Please be careful, everyone. Bring Kia and father home safely. Bring home my best friend. I'll stay here and wait. But Shizuku, Kia's your only friend. Sorry. It just kind of makes her best by default. Granted, anyone who can cure your eyesight, that's pretty, like, high tier best friend actions. What's on the 21st floor? Oh, is this just the... Yeah, it's just the dungeon again? I wonder if there's a quartz fragment there. You know what? Let me look it up real quick. How do I use the internet? Three quartz fragments. You figured it out, Google. I just want the last one. Okay, this is not helpful. This is just like trying to bring the master, like it's memory quartz? Any memory quartz? I don't know. Maybe I'll look for it before we actually I'll look it up in more detail before we go to the Azure Tree at the end of this video. Or after we end this video. You can get to the floors beneath the 30th floor via the emergency stairs, but they're not safe yet. Please be careful when you intend to go there. There's still those freaking monsters, man. I mean, I assume Dieter's in the one where the guy was guarding, but I guess I'll just check these rooms just to be sure. There's nobody in them. Nobody in the conference room. Nothing unusual to report. We'll be continuing our patrols. They still got Oliver's roses out. Good to see you, Special Support Section. Likewise. Is this room where... Yes, this is where this is where Dieter Kois is being held. War criminal. Do you mind if I ask how he is? He seemed bewildered when he was taken into custody, but he's calm now. He didn't put up any resistance at least, and we haven't had to put any additional personnel around him. You're allowed to see him if you'd like. Chief Sergei's orders. Gotcha. What should we do, Lloyd? Do it. Yeah, let's do it. I'm curious on what's on his mind. Alright, go on in. So, you've come to see me. What reason could you possibly have? I'm now an international criminal. More famous than Blue Blanc. Good to see you too, Dieter. Uncle. Being isolated like this, I've come to realize something. Belle was absolutely right. I was nothing more than the conduit for everything Ian planned. I constantly preached that justice was an ideal worth pursuing, worth making sacrifices for. In the end, what did it get me? I've been abandoned by my only daughter and have completely fallen from grace. That's kind of it's an odd little portrait there. I don't think we see that one too often. That green-haired boy from the society pales in comparison to me. I'm the true fool around here. I won't disagree. It's only natural for someone to stay true to their beliefs if they truly value justice. I'll never condone what you did, but I can't deny that you were truly trying to protect Crossbell. No kidding. I don't think that speech you gave us back about justice back at the IVC was something you pulled out of your ass. Humans have been ever in pursuit of justice. You said that is what drives humanity forward. I believe the reason the citizens approved the Declaration of Independence was because they resonated with your resolve for justice. Approval or not, the methods you resorted to were anything but just. Even if Crossbell retains its independence, your justice is upheld and peace is achieved, it won't heal the wounds of those who were harmed in the process. You tried to obtain peace for Crossbell by sacrificing the innocent. As far as I'm concerned, that makes the speech you made after being inaugurated more hollow than anything else. You're exactly right, Ellie. Everything you've said is the truth. Perhaps I was blinded by my dreams and the ideal of justice once Kia's power was within my grasp. Ian saw right through that without me ever realizing it. It had become easy for him to manipulate. However, I'm not foolish enough to have forgotten that justice is something that's exercised through power and will. I expect all of you to stay true to your humanity, to keep pursuing the justice you believe to be right. To come out of it on top, you'll need to show Ian and the others how strong your power and wills are. Easier said than done. We're not going to back down. We'll do whatever it takes. It's the only way we're going to take Kia back. Well put. In that case, I won't say anything more. Ian is one thing, but as far as Belle goes, she may be my daughter, but even I have no idea how far she's willing to go. Will we be able to move forward and take Kia back? It's time for all of you to find out. Hey, Mademoiselle Ellie. Are you alright? Don't worry, I'm fine. Part of me was worried for Uncle because of the way Belle completely abandoned him, yet he seemed surprisingly composed. I was thinking the same. Consider this one less doubt in our minds. He was even right about something. It's time for us to take the next step forward. After we finish talking to everyone, you mean? Still probably got a good 30 minutes or so of talking to get down to. We're almost done though. Yeah, we're done with here. I think we can go pick up Riksha and... Wait, did I not move? I don't think I did. We can go pick up Riksha. Then from there... we can do whatever. Why did I come here? I want to go to the garage. Pick up Riksha. Hit up East Street and all that. Dudley, get out. Noelle, do I want you in? Okay. Noelle, I'm gonna give you one chance. Say something funny about the car. Have like an exaggerated overreaction about your poor baby, and then you get kicked out again. Once this is all over, we'll get her nice and fixed up. Sounds good to me. We owe it to her. Okay. Well, it's not worth my time. Okay, now you get out. Risha's back in. Alrighty. Travel the Merkaba, back to the city. Abbas is like, you guys do know the tree is, like, of impending danger. You've really got to go get this resolved. Shut up, I'm talking to people, Abbas. Okay. Downtown, East Street, Entertainment District, and then I think we're done. Back alley. We still gotta do the back alley, dude. The back alley. How could I forget about the back alley? Can't go in. Alright, cool. We're all struggling right now, so there's a strange feeling of solidarity among the working gals. Even I don't really care about competing for top hostess with my rival anymore. Treating our guests with their favorite drinks is satisfying enough for this hostess. Hey there, bro. Want to come in? We're having a super happy hour to celebrate President Croiss's arrest. Keep it on the down low that we had a sale to celebrate our independence too. Got it? I was just gonna say. I was gonna make that same joke. About like, you know, we did also celebrate his inauguration, but come on, Eric, let's drink. The spooky mist is gone, so let's party it up. Go home, Sandra, you're drunk. Eric is such a meanie. That's what I love about him. Only a matter of time before Hey returns and sees control of the underworld. I may not like the limelight the way Revanche did, but their influence is everywhere within Crossbell shadows. I can already see the influence they'll have on the back alley. I have to be careful too. Where is old, Sal at? I don't actually know where he could be. Take me to the downtown district. My old man is so weird when he's not drunk, so I brought him some booze. Just drink your whole life, you bastard. Funny that Vaughn gave his dad beer himself. Oh well, I'm gonna miss sober Uncle Bacchus. My bench was kind of fucked up, don't you think? Now, where did that tree come from? The blue glow is so beautiful, I wouldn't think it was something from this world. It almost feels like it's about to take us all to Audio Society. Get your Doomsday Cult nonsense out of here. Work on the Testaments to patrol the area. If anyone's loitering around and getting up to no good, we'll knock them into next week. Wouldn't that make you guys are up to no good? Once we look around a bit more, we can probably relax. Alright, time for one last patrol. Where did that tree come from? Ah, hell if I know what's going on anymore. Got anything hidden in your room, Riksha? You got any secret weapons of legendary power? No? Okay. Daddy, you leaving for work again? Sure am. Construction site just reopened. I know you must be worried, Lima, but I need you to watch the house with Mommy, okay? Okie dokie. Have a good day, Daddy. Off I go then. Now, Mr. Croix, you're saying you want to construct a new tower, and you promise this one won't be evil this time? Alright, you're paying for it, Mr. Croix. I don't know if that gargantuan blue tree rubs me the wrong way. My husband works outside, so I can only imagine how uneasy it makes him too. I wish there was some way I could go to work with him. I mean, I guess you could. There's no rule against it, but... Bracer Guild allowed me to use of their international phone line so I could talk with Armand and Ellie in Liberal. Sounds like there's some trouble there too, but nothing compared to what's happening in Erebony and Calvert. With all the tumult here, I'm glad to hear they're alright. All the delinquents from the local gangs have banded together to protect downtown. We've always had to keep our distance from them, but there are squabbles in the square. It turns out we can rely on those kids. For the first time ever, we've really come together as a community. Okay. How's it going in the old exchange shop? What was this? Oh, you need I don't even know how to get Kagemaro Hood's enhanced handles. Is that something I can get from you? No? Okay. Alright, see ya. Just as the president is arrested, that huge-ass tree pops up. Timing's a little too good if you ask me. And with that barrier down, we're now wide open for the two major powers. Talk about a rock and a hard place. Things are getting interesting, aren't they? Not a bad time to be in business as a weapons merchant. Figures you'd be thinking about the bottom line at a time like this. Maybe we'll make a few exchanges ourselves. Hey, you guys know that Black Cat character? Black Cat character? You must be a friend of Kagemaru. Yeah, that's the one. I'm looking for merch of his. If you find any, bring him to me. Okay. A lot of people were sent to the hospital after the mist let up. Tried calling my dad. He actually picked up even though I'm sure he's busy. I'm gonna do what I can to show him that he's not the only one working hard. I never would have guessed that Wazzy and Abbas belonged to the church. I feel like I don't even know you anymore. Don't be like that. You can act the same as you always have. You could say the real Wazzy Hemisphere was leading the testaments all along. That's so? I'm glad then. Trinity's finally open for business again. The fact that everything's messed up is the exact reason we need to go on with our daily lives. Good to hear. Plenty of people will still be looking to wash their worries away, I'm sure. No one has ever, like, ordered anything here. There's like those two ladies. They're the only customers ever. Yeah, do your best out there, Wazzy. Hey, can you make anything with, this stuff? Man, I cannot believe what's going on out there. I'd love to help you guys if I could. If only I had some of the good stuff. The good stuff? Talking about some Samarian ore, my boy. It's a metal that's sometimes found in the ruins of the ancient civilization. Over a year ago, some famous professor perfected a process for refining the stuff that was able to make some primo items. I can just get my hands on some, I could make y'all some powerful weapons. Super strong weapons. Really? Cannot deny that they would be useful in the current situation. If I just had the materials, I could make them in a jiffy. I think 5 small shards of stuff would be enough for one. Wait, I think I have some Zemurian ore shards we found earlier. Need 5 of them? What's to look for? You thinking you know how to get your hands on some? If that's the case, let me know when you're ready and I'll make you a weapon. Talk to me again if you have a Zemurian ore or 5 ore shards. Wait, we need 5 ore or 5 ore shards? Are those different? Do we have ore or do we have shards? I guess those would be an event. Oh, we have 2 shards. I thought we had 3 things. Friggin' dang old jukebox I never got to give to Randy. Okay, I guess we just have shards. I thought we got like an ore piece, but I thought we had 3 things. Apparently not. Because we got one from... We got the one we found. We got one from Joshua. I guess that was it. I thought we got 3 things. Alright. Folks, better make sure you're ready for going to that dang old tree. Okay. Well, I don't really think we need legendary weapons anyway, but, I think it's like, maybe you get like one of the shards from like the... I think the food, right? I think this was like how you did it in Zero, was something to do with turning in all the food here, but we don't have all the recipes anyway, so there's no point in really, going through the tedium there. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, there's Sal. Well, if it isn't Detective Bannies and his colleagues, how are you? Sal, what are you doing here? What's so strange about coming to Long Lao for a bite to eat? With the city calming down, what better time for a relaxing meal? That's kind of ballsy, isn't it? He even took the middle table for everyone who walks in to see. I was not comfortable with it myself. However, it was the waitress that picked it, and Master Sal did not refuse. Don't think me some brazen malcontent trying to flaunt his newfound freedom. All we want is to eat our meals in peace. Sal, have you seen how comically large your cup is? You kind of make yourself known. Also, seriously, what the hell is with that cup? Oh my god, I've never noticed how fucking big it is. It's gigantic. I feel we've earned it. It's been so long. It's been so long since we fought the Red Constellation as we did during the Liberation mission. I don't know what I'm saying, dude. Well, thanks. As far as that's concerned, you do have our thanks for helping. But what do you plan to do now? We plan to observe what happens next until things return to normal. Once we have a handle on what Crossbell's immediate future will look like, we'll find a new headquarters and resume business. I was afraid you'd say that. But of course, Revanche is gone, and soon the Red Constellation will be packing its bags. There's never been a better time for Heyu. It's been a long time coming, but soon we will realize our goal of having full control over Crossbell's underworld. And it would not have been possible without the tireless work of Master Yin. Only a matter of time before Heyu and the SSS clash then, isn't it? Perhaps so. I'm looking forward to it all the same. Just know, if you intend to be the next barrier in our way, Sal, then you won't be the one to stop us either. I had a feeling you would say something like that, Detective. I'd hardly call me and my men a barrier in the sense that you know it, not compared to the noose to the west that will soon be tightening around Crossbell's neck. A little dramatic, don't you think? Not at all. In the meantime, I wish you your team luck in tackling this Azure Tree business, Detective Bannings. We'll be rooting for you. So you're gonna get your ass beat. feel like you're about to go somewhere super dangerous. I wish you wouldn't, but I know I can't stop you, Riksha. I'm waiting for you, so you better come back safely. I promise I will. Also, who made that outfit? It's so sweet. We started up our shipping business again. Up until now, our routes have typically been to Calvert, and we'll make do only shipping within state lines. It's all shipping in the end, as long as we work hard. I can't wait to get back to the main story, so they'll start talking for themselves. My brain's getting a little fried. We wish you luck today. If you're curious, our men have vacated the Sunfort already. We've done all we can to assist you. All that remains is to pray for your team's success. What's up, Puck? Master's motto is that everyone is happy when they have a full stomach. When Roos and me eventually start our business, everything he's taught us is going to carry over. I just know it. Could have known Master would insist on opening back today. Mom and Calvert was worried when she heard about the tree, but if you ask me, the Civil War in Erebony is the real threat. I won't be worrying about that, though. More business hours mean more time to learn everything Master has to teach. I had enough of the recent chain of events in Crossbell. No good will come from panicking, though. That's why we remain open. That blue tree needs to be chopped down so I can go back to running long, loud peace. I mean, you know, let's not chop the tree down. Let me go investigate the secret passageway. That is very neat. Now, I just wouldn't have ever thought to go over there normally, if I'm being honest. I'm sure working our hardest through the crisis will be a useful experience in the future. Plan open up a huge shop with Puck, but for now we need to focus on what's in front of us. Alright, time to clean everything until it looks brand spanking new. Dude, nobody stays here. It should just stay clean all the time. There's like 2 people who have used that room in the last year. It's like Anton and Armand and Ellie. That's it. Actually, I think there was like maybe like 1 other group down there at one point, but I can't remember. I was finally able to get in touch with my friends and family in Armorica Village. There's still plenty to be worried about with that tree, but that was still a relief. A huge relief. Okay, so you do sell this stuff now? Or still? You sell it now instead of old dude? Yeah, we'll do Bracers Guild last, probably. The president's been arrested, but where do we go from here? There's still so much more Crossbell must overcome. I believe all Crossbellians need to come together and show unity. That way we can take a step in the right direction. Our normal lives may have resumed, but Crossbell still has a heap of other problems it needs to deal with. Thanks to our diplomatic relations crumbling, merchants across the state are short on stock. I think I'll need to think of solutions to try reaching out to Speaker McDowell. Speaker McDowell, never heard of him. The president was apprehended and an ominous blue tree appeared out of nowhere. When are we ever going to catch a break? All I want is for things to go back to the way they were. What's wrong, boy? Nothing. Don't worry about it. There's like a gnat in my face, man. Like, it won't go away. And I can't, like... It's, like, too tiny to easily see. Even if we don't have President Croix, there's still Speaker McDowell. If anyone can restore Crossbell's peace, it's him. Boy looks really sad. Stop being such a worry because he says her name like Woy, but I'm glad everything in Crossbell's mostly back to normal. Though there's still that mysterious tree, I'm sure we'll find a way to manage. Should I make some new handicrafts to relax? You're not selling a super pinwheel? Not the feeling the city's back to its usual energy. I have to do my part by buying a lot of stuff to revitalize the economy. Yeah. Kid, aren't you 7? Denz's plan to overcome is to keep eating vegetables. I'd like to know where he gets his optimism. Still, I guess that part of him is what lets him brighten up everyone's day. That's one of the things that make him a good street merchant. I don't really need anything. What's up? Welcome one, welcome all! Den's Fresh is open for business today. Fresh veggies will help us overcome this crisis in better health than ever before. Yeah, sure, whatever you say, man. The men of the house have been treating me with much more respect. How many years has it been since I last went shopping with Gillette? Least I can do is make some nice memories today. Those guys are worried about Mom going out alone, so we're going to take turns shopping with her. A little inconvenient, but none of us want anything bad to happen to Mom. I feel like I'm starting to understand how much I appreciate Mom. Who are you people? Marte seriously has nerves of steel. She could be closing up shop at a time like this. Well, that tenacity is one of the reasons I fell in love with her too. Want a dang gold cart? You want a catfish? Not worth? Well, the marbled steak is almost worth. I understand why my husband is worried considering what happened. I didn't think he'd come to help me at work though. I feel a little safer. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a talky lady. I just keep talking about dang old fish. Azelle went back to the downtown district a little while ago. The old me would have been upset at him for leaving us again so soon. I know he just wants to look out for his friends and everyone else in the neighborhood though. I was really scared when I saw that big tree outside, but Ozzy said everything would be alright and that made me feel better. Maybe my brother, but I don't think even he can make that tree go away. Still, I'm glad he wanted to cheer me up. Ah, friggin' Noelle's mom. If only my husband were still with us, we should probably go get Noelle to talk to you. Ozma would have chosen to fight for what's right until the very end. That was his pride as a guardsman. Please, special support section. Please keep watching after Noelle and Fran. My daughters are in your care. You can work them as hard as you'd like until you resolve this crisis. What? I'm relieved knowing Cindy and Sophia's families are safe. Oh, how I want things to go back to normal soon. The company I work for was closed after what happened to the IBC building, but it recently reopened. We're renting a small office space. I've been away from the job for a while, so I need to shake off the rust. I have to get back at it to provide for our family, of course. Father seems to be happy going back to work. Well, I'm happy for him. What about you, Marie? Ah, I'm a cat. What the hell are you talking about? A man's still gone? Okay, Bracer Guild, what's up? Oh, hey there, boys. Congrats on your arrest of the president. Talk about a big one. Thanks, Michelle. We wouldn't have been able to make it inside without the guild's help. It was teamwork that paved the way for the mission's success. Oh, please, it was nothing. You guys don't have to sweat the city. We'll hold down the fort while you go and do what you need to do. We've already gotten back to taking care of requests. That would explain why you're the only one downstairs. You help with the barrier down and the city clear, we can finally get back to helping the other parts of the state. We were locked inside for so long that a lot of the requests were backed up. My boys and girls are going to stay busy. Our apologies. Yeah, we like to lend a hand, but, well, you know. Don't worry about it. I already said it's fine. You kids handled that tree that sprung up out from the wetlands for us. I know, it's personal. The way I see it, we're dividing the work perfectly. I guess you're right. Kia and Arios are there. We're going to do everything in our power to bring them back. I wouldn't expect anything less from the SSS. I shouldn't have to tell you kids not to underestimate Arios. He's a tough cookie. He's already gotten his ass beat. You guys have been competing with him for almost a year, so you should know better than anyone. You have my permission to smack some sense into him. Glad to. Where's Lynn at? Oh, Lynn is here. Oh, what's up? You were amazing earlier, Kalika. Seeing the Taito school's flying swallow with my own two eyes was nothing short of enlightening. Not often I get to brandish my chakram, but it went better than I anticipated. I can tell you've been training hard too, Lynn. Compared to our spar 8 years ago, you're a brand new martial artist. You're far more capable now. Come on, don't flatter me, Kalika. I've still got a long ways to go. I'm still nowhere near the master level like you and Zen. Being a dedicated pupil is a good start, though. At the rate you're growing, you may be able to move the immovable in only a couple short years. He has yet to overcome his weakness for women of a certain age. What? In other words, even an A-rank bracer like him is still no match for you, huh, Kalika? There's no better experience than fighting with my idol, Kalika, back-to-back. I need to refine my Taito style even more to protect Crossbell. Excellent job earlier, everyone. Likewise, thanks for offering to lend a hand. Yeah, you and Lecter really kicked some ass back there. Please, it was only a small bit of assistance. Putting that aside, I did not expect this Azure Tree business. How will Calvert handle the situation? The Republican government is in shock. It's viewable from Altair as well. They have decided to sit back and observe, not knowing exactly how dangerous it is. I can't divulge any more beyond that. That's fair. I plan to remain here until I have a full assessment of that tree. What path Crossbell takes from today on remains to be seen. However, I believe it will largely depend on your actions. I suggest you do what you believe to be right. We will. That was our intention from the start. Well, I wonder if Lecter's still here then. If she's still here. I can't think of where Lecter would be if he's not in the bar. Like, come on, where else is a poppin' place for Lecter to be? He could be at the hotel, maybe? Or he could have just left. That's also very likely. What else is left? Just the entertainment district? That, and we should probably come back with Noelle to talk to her mom. What's going on Station Street? Transcontinental Railroad has been suspended operations since the day Croix became president. I heard a civil war has broken out in the Empire, and the Republic has its share of problems too. I guess those peaceful days of gazing at the railroad are over, huh? This might be the saddest thing to ever happen. I decided to share any excess goods with all the shops in Crossbell City. Still, we can't get any imports right now, so there's a limit to what I can give. I'm just a simple delivery man, but I'll do what I can to help the cause too. Oh, we can't go to the airport. After the Declaration of Independence was made, the airport became a base to prevent potential invasions from the two major powers. Apparently, the Jaegers who raided the city were working directly for President Croix. I don't know what to say. Did our belief in President Croix's words and dreams of independence mean nothing? Yes. This is my first time coming back to work since the Jaegers and monsters attacked the city. Now inbound airmail is suspended, so that's one less service. I wonder what we should do. Part of me questions if our lives will ever return to normalcy. Police came by a while ago looking for traces of the Jaegers at the landing strip. Sorry, but I can't let you pass. But I want to friggin' pass. Quick, gang, get on the conveyor belt. Anyone up here? No? No airships out there? None? Currently have officers searching. Can't go there. You're the SSS. Thanks for doing what you do. You're authorized to pass through. But why? Wasn't really anything there. So let's do one more. I mean, well, I guess we'll check about that special support section again real quick. Oh, can we feed the cat? Maybe? How's Cop doing? Cope. That dang old plane. And the boombox and the punchy. Hey Randy, you want your jukebox? No, it's too late for that, but come on, man. The day I gave it to you, you should have accepted. Well, I don't know why I'm looking in these. Anything in Kia's room? Kitty cat. Take a noble carp. Luck. Oh, cat's okay. Oh my, are you giving this to me? Thanks, Cope. We'll be happy to use it. Okay, so that's our reward, I guess, for feeding them every time. Is it any good? Absorb magic attacks, 50% chance. Stats aren't bad. It's kind of like an alternate. I mean, it kind of has similar stats to Magius, but with a worse passive. You get Mirage and Space. I don't really think it's good for any of our team, but it's neat. Okay, you know what, let's go ahead and go to the entertainment district with Riksha before we switch out. And then we will, let's go with that crazy ass tree. It's gotta be breaking the law of physics too. It's really cramping my style. Hell's up with that glowing tree? Well, I was barking up the wrong tree if it thinks it's gonna stop my barking. I got a job to do. Any electors around here? Our manager instructed us to prepare more emergency provisions as a precaution. Stocking up on domestic goods may not be enough, however. We contacted the government to ask whether the freeze on imports would be lifted soon. I guess he could be in the gambling area. We know he's a bit of a gambler. Both in this game and in Trails 3. You know, you see him at the casino in Rouen. Yeah, I know the name of some of the towns in the first game. The refugees are finally able to go home after the mist lifted. Crossbell isn't quite out of the woods yet, but it did lift my spirits when so many of them thanked us before they left. Anyone? Anyone? Alexia told us not to be concerned about the hotel's profit margins for the time being. I need to lean on my decades of experience of unsupported through these trying times. We were told the president was arrested. After we were told the president was arrested, we allowed the refugees to go home. That enormous tree is still shrouded in mystery, but the mist has cleared up and the city appears to be settling down. You can still do it, Sully. Good luck, Arkansas. We can't wait to see your comeback. We got to meet Lady Ilya while she was staying in the hospital. She told us to go cheer on everyone, practicing their hardest right now. If that's Lady Ilya's wish, then it shall become my command. When the mist cleared, I thought it was my chance to open up shop again, but there's still that huge tree in the distance. Wait, I got it. Blue tree got you hot under the collar? Cool off with some ice cream. Okay. Just when I thought Crossbell was finally beginning to stabilize, maybe I should finally find a way out of the state. Going to hell ever since friggin' a year ago when that dang train came in and carried that boy Lloyd Bannings. Hey there, wanna play? The mist is gone, so it's time to start gambling again. Come in and have some fun. Absolutely not. Alright, fine, you win. Lecter. In my opinion, it's perfectly alright for our doors to be open. People need a way to distract themselves from the chaos and ease their minds. Why not sit down and enjoy a few games with us? But, like, casino games aren't actually fun. At least most of them aren't. I tell you what's been the same ever since, Ray Torosa went back to Calvert. It was a pleasure to have thrilling matches with her every day. I hope she comes back once Crossbell is at peace again. Why, you little, what are you doing here? You're coming home right this instant. Wait, well, woman, let me at least exchange my medals. Shut your mouth. Oh, for the love of adios. It's not gambling. It's, I'm not winning monetary prizes. I'm winning medals that I can then exchange for goods. It's not gambling, you see. Right when the mist cleared and I was finally in the mood to start playing, the old battle axe just had to march in. I must have really worried her this time. Welcome to Barca, everyone. Forget your worries and play the day away. You got anything new? Ah, this is where you, well, that's where you get the hood. I think maybe you get one of the others from the IBC? But I don't know. We'll get the book later, man. Does imbecile not realize how worried I was? I'm putting a freeze on his allowance. No more extra mirror for games. I do like that. Oh, there's Lecter. I do like we finally got to meet Old Man Rick's battle axe. Hey gang, how's it hanging? You came to the casino after the operation, Lecter. You're even wearing this outfit again. Think you can finally relax again? What happened to your suit? One of those magic puppet things wouldn't put a tear in it when we were duking it out earlier. I'm here to party and drink in its honor. Sure you are. Anyway, thanks for helping us out with the operation. You may not have been able to break into Orkio's tower without your help. We would have been fine. Don't sweat it, I had a blast. Sure as hell beats having to do desk work. It was nice getting some exercise. You're supposed to be a spy, but you look like you were holding your own out there. Cooley could too for that matter. You guys aren't anything to sneeze at. I'm sneezing at him. Vincent, eh? That was also a pretty powerful art you had going there. You know your stuff. If you really want to know, I guess I could throw you a ball and tell you some of my secrets. It all started 30 years ago today. I went on a pilgrimage and learned everything I know from a hermit down in the Isengard Range. I think anyone's gonna believe that. Whatever you say, buddy. Hey, no one said you had to believe it. I'll leave the rest up to your imagination. I mean, maybe part of that's true. I mean, definitely wasn't 30 years ago, but... Anyway, I need to skedaddle and get back to Erebonia soon. My mirror's on the old man needing my help again soon. Am I remembering incorrectly, or did the Blood and Iron Chancellor not get shot and go missing? The Noble Alliance took advantage of the chaos caused by Guerrilla Fortress's destruction, did it not? Yep, they've been occupying Heimdallr for 2 months now. That old man does nothing but make enemies, I swear. Does he realize how hard that makes my job having to clean up after him? Still, I got my doubts he went and ate the big one when he got shot. You seem pretty sure of yourself. Not concerned at all? Look, he's talking. Whether the Noble Alliance wins or Old Myth Goliath makes a last-second comeback, you know Crossbell's fate is sealed, don't you? Well, I don't know what the future holds. But either way, we're going to the Azure Tree to bring Kia home. And good luck to you. Looking to the future is important and all, but you're bound to trip over yourself if you look too far ahead. Why do you think people are always preaching to focus on what's right in front of you? Is this what you're like when you're trying to give some advice? But thanks, Lecter. We'll take it to heart. Well, maybe not too heart, but we'll remember it. I'm rooting for you guys. Don't make me sticking around here. It would be a big waste of time. How's it going? Headed for that mysterious tree, aren't you, Randy? Should have known that I couldn't hide that from you, Drake. I've known you a long time, Randy. Don't forget that you owe a balance in your tab. Don't try to get out of it by dying up there, understand? Yeah, I hear ya. I promise I'll pay it off, so don't sweat. I guess that's how these two express their concern. I don't need him dying before he pays off his tab. We'll bring him back in one piece, Drake. Especially because that debt's gonna be passed on to us, man. Most likely. So yeah, Ark and CL, all that's left, right? Check, 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 check. We've done the cathedral. We did special support section. Garages in a location. Central Square done. West Street done. East Street done. Admin done. Harbor District done. And then anywhere outside of town, I think we got everything. I mean, there's the dungeons, but I'm just gonna assume there's nothing in those and there's no reason for me to go back. Never have seen Crossbell in such a state of flux, but there's no time to panic. Our mission remains the same, to perform for our audience once again. Crossbell is still in a state of emergency, but it's a relief that we can finally make contact with others around the city. I've been gathering as much information on the situation as I can. Ilya called us to offer a few words of encouragement to the troop. Even now she's motivating us. What a woman. I was so relieved to finally hear Ilya's cheery voice again. What happened hasn't phased her one bit. We can't let Ilya down. No matter what happens to Crossbell, I want to continue putting everything I have into my performance. As long as I do that, I'll have no reason to waver. Maybe that sounds naive, but it's what Ilya taught me. Hearing Ilya's voice reignited my love for theater. It's been so long since I last heard Ilya's voice. I'm glad she's alright. I wish she knew more about that giant tree, but we're going to keep rehearsing regardless. I'm working on Ilya's costume right now. After all, every costume has to be ready to see the stage at a moment's notice. I'm sure this will one day be on stage again, too. What if she gets, like, fat sitting in the hospital? You know? Maybe you don't do it just yet. Make sure it's gonna fit. Hey, SSS. I finally heard from Mr. Jorg not too long ago. He agreed to rebuild our set in Automata right away. Wow, that's great news. I'll say. It's rare to ever get a call from the Meister. Talk about once in a blue tree. Yeah, you pretty fucking topical joke there. I'm pretty stoked now. Jorg may have been worried about his associates at the theater. I wish him luck in finishing them quickly. Sully! I will talk to you last. I'm fortunate to be an artist. I owe so much to the troupe, that is why I will work harder than ever before to make our comeback a reality. Even now, we have fans outside the theater showing their support. Between them and Ilya, we have no reason not to feel determined. What's up, girl? What's wrong, Sully? Nothing. I was praying. I mean, this is technically an altar, even if it is just a stage prop. Guess so. I didn't really take you for the praying type, Saltier. Any particular thing you're ringing audios for today? Randy, it's a prayer, not a house call. Give the girl some privacy. Nah, I don't mind. I don't think it's a secret that I'm praying for Ilya. But I also snuck in one for you guys, too. What? You prayed for us, Sully? I don't really get what's happening, but you guys are trying to rescue Kia, right? I bet wherever we're going, it's going to be dangerous. That's why I'm praying for all of you, especially Riksha. Thank you, Sully. Yeah, we really do appreciate it. Besides, Kia's my friend too. You guys better rescue her. You can count on it. Oh yeah, before you go, there's something I want you to have. What would that be? Sully took off her cap and handed it to Lloyd. Oh, receive Sully's cap. Your cap? I wish I could go with you guys and bring Kia back too. I know I can't ask that now though. So instead, take my favorite cap with you. You'll hold on to it, right? Of course. If it's important to you, then it's important to us too. We will take good care of it. Okay, good. Better be careful, SSS. You too, Riksha. I promise I will. You guys went off and visited Ilya? Yeah, she's as cheerful as ever. Yeah, I guess so. Did you see her too, Riksha? Yes, but I was standing outside the door. I'm still not ready to see her face to face. I know I have to eventually, Sully. I'm sorry if I worried you. Nah, that's not it. Honestly, I'm relieved you finally went to see her. Now I don't have to worry about you running off again. Sully. My bad, I didn't mean to be blunt or anything. Anyway, I'm good, so I'm gonna sit tight and wait for you guys to come home safe. Don't keep us waiting again. I won't. Oh, is it any good? Probably want to go to equipment. It is pretty good. Arguably, so you get 10 speed, you get 5 speed, you get just an absolutely dumb amount of movement. But you lose faint, sleep, and confuse. And accuracy, we don't care about accuracy on Randy because his weapon gives it, right? Or I guess he's getting accuracy from his other stuff. So basically, you get speed and movement, and you lose a little bit of accuracy, and you lose resistances. Evergreen's actually maybe... Yeah, I think Evergreen actually is better now that I think about it. The resistances are nice, but you already have one, so they don't stack. So yeah, you're actually good. And I don't really know if I want to give that to anyone else. Make sure we probably should give you something. Strength, art, speed. You can have the other evergreen. And actually instead take this true gladiator headband. Because we might actually use you for the Shirley fight. Now, do I think the Shirley fight is going to be hard enough for it to really matter? No, but I think that's it. I'm trying to think. Let's go get Noelle and talk to her mom real quick. And then we'll probably be done. Organize, get kicked out, travel, take me to here, and then from here, take me to East Street. Only my husband was still here with us. He would have chosen what's right. That was his pride as a guardsman. Keep watch after they're in your care. Jeez, Mom. Okay, that's it. That's all you got, Noelle. Alright, let's do one last check. So places, mines done, Belgar done, Academy done, Stargazer don't care, Wetlands, I'm just gonna assume there's nothing there, Michelin we went to, Boathouse done, Tangram done, Armorica done, went to Ancient Battlefield, nothing in mines. Okay, and we talked to everyone, right? Like, we talked to you. It's all scary and whatnot. Okay. I guess we're ready to go. And we'll stop here. I'm gonna briefly look up where the last memory quartz is. And if I can get that real quick before the start of the next video, we may start by doing that. And, if I can find it, that is. Google was not being too helpful, but maybe with a bit of a better search where I'm actually kind of paying attention and not trying to do it as fast as possible. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.